wicked, man. And the righteous and the wicked, man.
It's recorded.
Okay? Go ahead.
And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
Hey, that's why he said in Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, man. Okay? Matthew 10 and 34 says, I come not to send peace, but a sword, man. And that's why you Jesus preach that said the Lord don't hate, man. But the Lord ain't coming back to kill. Go ahead.
Verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth,
Right.
and ye shall remain in them. For power shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
Hold on, read it again.
That's cold.
Verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth,
And that's talking about the missiles, right? The pestilence, which all these different diseases. Go ahead.
and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
Hey, you will not be delivered, man. Who is this talking about? 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? The Lord, one of the curses that he was going to smite us with inflammation, man. That's why we stay sick.
Yeah, bro.
And what's the cause of all these different diseases? I don't care if it's AIDS, tuberculosis. It comes from mucus in your body, man. Okay? Mucus. Inflammation, man.
I had this highlighted this yesterday.
Real?
Yeah. Verse 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of dragons of Arabia shall come out of the many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth.
Hey, destruction, 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 man. If you ain't putting on the arm of the Lord right now, you're going to be destroyed, man. Okay?
Going on, verse 29 again. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia
Right.
shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth.
Hey, and the Arabians talking about who, man? Edomites, man. Edomites. Okay? Wars, rumors of wars, man. All these different nations. The Russian Edomites against the North American Edomites, against the Moabites and the Ammonites. Hey, man, war, man.
And them Ishmaelites, man.
Right, all right. Come on. And them Ishmaelites.
Saudi Arabia, Iran.
Right, right.
That all which hear them may fear and tremble.
Hey, the only one that's gonna the only one that's gonna fear and tremble is the elect, man. You get your precept on that. That was,
All right, this is Amos chapter 9. What?
oh, you had linked that with that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's Amos chapter 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Nah, you got. I gotta say this again. I did last week. You got this idiot talking about the 2/3 doctrine is a lie. Well, who is the Lord talking to right here, man? When he said all the sinners of his people gonna die by the sword, man. That's you 2/3 Israelites, man. Okay? You wicked, bugged out in the mind, Edomite following, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians, man. That was going on, man.
Go back to Jeremiah.
Yeah, let's get back to that fight. Where you was at? Jeremiah 50 and 25?
50, yeah, I want to get into this.
Matter of fact, hold Isaiah 13. I'll start at
The
verse
way
5.
the Lord painted this picture is beautiful.
Right. The armies of the Lord, man. He opened up his the weapons of his indignation, man.
Jeremiah, back in Jeremiah 50 and 25, the Lord has opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly.
Right.
Let nothing of her be left.
Hey, the only Edomites that's gonna be left is the elect, man. Is these the ones that gonna be hiding in their bunkers and their $1 billion submarines.
The elite, the noble.
Okay, the elites, man. Them the only ones gonna be left, man. Because guess what? The same way we had to go on the plantation and reproduce, the elites gonna have to reproduce, man. Okay? Their children will be born in slavery, man, in chains. Okay? Oh yeah, dog.
Slay all bullocks let them go down to the slaughter.
Right.
Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none therefore escape.
Right.
Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Yasharallah.
Because Obadiah 1, and what is it, 1 and 7, it say that pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, man. Go ahead.
Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord.
That's talking about you Edomites, North American Edomites, Russian Edomites, you Ishmaelites, you Moabites, you Ammonites, all you heathen nations, man. Go ahead,
Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud.
That's what the Lord say in Psalm 50. You thought that I was altogether such as one of you, man.
Yeah,
okay? Because he letting you just sin to the heavens, man. Okay? With all your wickedness. But guess what? Judgment is due, man.
Behold, I am against thee, O most proud.
Right.
Saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
The pride of your Edomites' heart have deceived you, man. Okay? Go ahead.
For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
Right.
And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about them.
He said kindle a fire in who? In his cities?
God.
You Edomites. What does Malachi 1 say? You will rebuild, but the Lord said he would throw down. So that let you know who rebuilt these cities, man. You Edomites. Okay? You Greeks. You Romans.
Right.
You Edomites, man. You Europeans.
Verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the children of Yasharallah and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
And that's how you know this is not talking about ancient Babylon, which is in Iraq, man. Wasn't nobody in Iraq but Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The northern kingdom was way on this side of the planet, man.
It's a lot. I was gonna say they were either being oppressed by the Assyrians, and then after that they went like you said.
Right.
So either which way we weren't together in Babylon.
We wasn't together, man. The Lord said we was gonna be together in Great Babylon, the new Babylon, man.
It even called her daughter Babylon in the scripture. You know?
Virgin.
Con.
Cause this place has never been spoiled by war, man. Never. Pearl Harbor was a joke, man. That probably was set up by the elites anyway, because they fund both sides of the war anyway.
But when you go into that, they knew that the Japanese were going to attack.
Right.
And they purposely stood back because they needed a provocation to drop those
Go
bombs.
in on Japanese, right.
They wanted to drop those bombs and make fire come from heaven.
Right, that's prophecy, field prophecy. The elites know everything. They have to know. The Lord say, it's nothing that you can hide from them in Daniel, man, the 28th chapter. They know all things, man.
So like if I may say this, that's part of their tactics too, the propaganda to get you to turn, like view them a certain way, like they're gonna do us.
Right.
You know? Make them seem like terrorists.
They blessed with that sword, that tongue. That tongue is a sword as well, man.
Right, tongue. Right, that's what Psalm 64 talking about. They whip their tongue like a sword, man.
Exactly, because
They democracy, they philosophy.
And the way they put stuff in the media, the way they portray people,
right?
All of that is in essence, it's like a superpower.
That's their largest sword.
It is.
At times.
Right.
They're witchcraft, man. In Hollywood, that's how, man. Right. That's how they deceive the nations, right?
And they deceive. And chiefly, they were highly successful with you Negroes, man. You Negroes are niggas today, and that's because of the propaganda that's been pushed on you since you was on the plantation, man. Yeah, and the nigga factory. I love them little videos. The nigga factory, bro. Cause hey, man, Jake don't even realize. Look, man, You are what they created you to be, man. You're a created player in their movie. And until you come back to Yahweh Shemi Shai, you're still a created player. Even you Hotep niggas, man. You're a created player in their movie. They gave you that philosophy. You got it, brother.
Back in Jeremiah, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemi Shai, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
And we still in your hands this day, man. Like I say in Exodus 21:16. Okay? If Jake trying to leave North America, we got to get passports. Can't have no felonies.
Right. With all of that,
So you refuse to let us go, man.
yeah, I mean, the so-called white man so quick to tell you to go back to Africa, but now you got to get a passport. You gotta pay money to get rid of your citizenship.
Say, go back, but let me know when you're coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
You got so much time. You got so much time to bring your ass back.
Right.
You got to give up your citizenship.
You gotta go through all kind of loose loopholes. You gotta pay to give up your citizenship. All of that shit, man. That's crazy. They refuse to let you go though. That's basically what that boiled down to.
Because we're property, man. We're used to, to build this kingdom up.
Right. That was the point on that. I want to go because you had brought out when they said they gonna be hiding or whatever. Bring that out.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 1.
Right.
I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head all of them,
Right.
and I will slay the last of them with the sword.
You Edomites, man. You Edomites, all you heathen nations, you so-called white people, and 2/3 of Israelites, man.
He that fleeth them shall not flee away.
You will not, hey, the Most High say he see all things, man. You will not escape from the judgment of the Lord, man. Go ahead.
And he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered.
Right?
Though they dig into hell,
Right.
thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven.
Hold on. It said, though you dig into hell, meaning in your dumps, man, your DUMBs, man, your deep underground military bunkers, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them.
Right?
Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
So you're going out into the outer space, or I should say inner space, because you can't get past the Van Allen belt, but you can go out a nice little ways, right? Up there in the heights of the cloud. That's about as far as you can go. That's where the space station at. For late night, if you look up late night and see that big shining light, that's the space station, man. Go ahead.
And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence.
Hey, and they got you. Hey, the Edomites got whole mountains carved out, man. They got. I seen an article. They got 2 of every animal. They got 30 million. They got a seed bank with 30 million seeds in it. Okay.
These bunks, not to cut you off, but these, because I studied that shit,
Right.
Them bunkers, those hills that he's talking about, they're lined with fucking lead, with thick ass.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Right, because they know the milk, man. They know, bro.
You gotta go.
I was watching the article too, man. This dude, he was filming. He saw the trucks, Sound Club trucks, Walmart trucks going in and out of the mountain.
Matter of
So
fact,
he stopped them.
there's a show called 100. You ever seen the 100?
Yeah.
I seen that.
They had a mountain. They had a
went
mountain.
They went out into space and shit because the Earth was getting destroyed with the nukes. But the ones that survived, they actually came back down. But the ones that survived, they were in them bunkers, man.
They were in the mountain.
Right.
In the mountain, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got these devils gonna create this movie, Elysium. I say you had put that in the chat.
Elysium, that was-
I watched that today.
Yeah, I watched that
Yesterday.
like last year. Hey, listen, man, you Edomites can't do that, man. You Edomites cannot do that, man.
Planet, right?
You deceive the world with your media, man, your movies and your TV, man. Go ahead, up.
Verse 3, carrying on. Though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea,
Hey, that's in your $1 billion submarines, man. Go ahead.
thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
And that's talking about Leviathans. Because it ain't talking about one Leviathans. I'm sure it's multiple. Okay?
Not to mention the creatures that Esau just can't touch, man.
That just can't touch. Right.
Because you got squids, man, that are
Con.
at the bottom of the ocean. They are huge, man.
Huge.
That movie, I think that movie Sphere went into that, man.
Yeah, every now
Or 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Big ass whales and huge. Yeah, every now once in a while you see some big ass creatures, man.
Because the Lord deal with numbers, man, and he deal with huge
Right.
Like, we small in comparison to, like, you know, planets, whales, and then Leviathan, when they describe him in the scriptures, man, this
Right.
He
Right.
gonna-
Oh, yeah, and Job. Right.
That's where they get all that Godzilla shit from.
yeah,
Man.
God.
Yeah.
I believe it was the brother Malcolm who said Titanic didn't hit no iceberg. Leviathan came and
Right.
said
Right. I tell you when some that the Viking played with the ships, man.
Yeah.
God.
And that was all the how about Shimon Shai because they pride, man. Nothing
Right,
can
right.
sink the Titanic.
Not even God.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Leviathan, take this trip.
Yeah, man. And you know, he said in Genesis 1, man, that he created all animals out of the water. He multiplied them, man.
Verse 4, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, this will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good.
Hey, 2/3 of Jake. Hey, that represent you 2/3 Jakes, man.
Yeah, because we all took that L, man.
Right. Come on.
As a nation of people, the Lord said he looked at us for evil and not good, man.
Right.
And that's a part of that falling away.
Right, what he said, all our righteousness is like filthy rags.
Yeah. Because we done so much dirt to get here in the first place. Now the Lord opening up that pardon, and 2/3, they done been here so long, it's like, man, all being a nigga is all I know.
Revelation 6. They gonna tell the rock to fall over.
That Tupac spirit. I'm lost and I'm hopeless. That's that Tupac spirit, that lost and hopeless spirit, man.
Yeah, man. You want me to get that one in my bed? Oh yeah, that was going to the middle. Yeah, I want to get that. So you can find that real quick. The one in Revelation about. Yeah, write that out when you ready.
6 and 16.
Yeah.
This is Revelations chapter 6, verse 16. I'm gonna start at let me start at 13. Revelation 6 and 13. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth,
Right.
even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
That's talking about the missiles. When the missiles are falling, that's how they're gonna fall in a marking fashion, right?
So it says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together.
Now I watched some Edomites. Said that's talking about the Lord rolling the whole earth up. Like a scroll.
What?
Yeah.
What are you gonna throw away the earth? I'm done with you.
Somebody, the Lord gonna roll the whole earth up like a scroll. Hey man, you Edomites bugged out of your mind.
Y'all not fit for rulership, man. That's really what it boils down to. Like, y'all are not only not fit for rulership, but y'all not even fit to be amongst humanity. When you really break it down and you really look at all the nations, they all contribute to the earth in some way, shape, or form in their proper order. This disorder is the cause of Esau. And even if you take Esau out of power, what use does he have on the planet? You can't put him in no pocket, and he's not a good laborer. You can't put him in. He's not an effective. You can't put him in the fields. He gonna complain and cry.
Right.
Get sunburned.
Yeah. He's not a critical thinker. You take away all of this facade of white supremacy, and what you got is a small, weak nation that don't have no faith or self-esteem in themselves.
Back to the basics.
That's why they need white supremacy. They need that gas up, that encouragement of we're better than everybody else. Because without it, they're not better than everybody else.
If I may say this, the elder in Dallas was going into it, and I was this Edomite, and he said, look at all the good things we've done for the earth. We've created this, we've done this, the bell curve and all this kind of stuff. We've set the standard for education and humanity. And it's all lies.
Right.
You dumb down society with your education. You told lies with your history. You destroyed the planet. You destroyed the trees, the earth, the people.
And he must be loose to little seed to deceive the whole world and destroy the
All
world.
the good he's done for humanity. Wow.
Right.
The pride of his heart.
The pride of his heart, man.
Let me back in on Revelation. I'm gonna start at 12 because the brother was saying that he said he rolled the damn earth.
Anyway, 6 and 12. And I beheld when he opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth appeared, and the moon became as blood.
The earthquake coming from the missiles, man. But they tell you in Isaiah 24, the the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. Go ahead.
How about Shimon Hawashai is painting a poetic, he's speaking eloquently, painting a picture of the destruction. Remember, John is having a vision, man. You see what I'm saying? It says, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Right.
And
that's talking about when the missiles hit all these places, man. That's talking about a big mushroom cloud, you big Edomite dummies.
and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Now that's talking about all 2/3 of Israelites. That's talking about 2/3 you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and that's talking about all the heathen nations. They're gonna try to hide, man. Okay? All of them, man. The only one gonna stand firm and stiffly, like Ezra said, is the elect, man. Everybody else gonna be running, trying to hide. And that's when the women gonna come in.
That's a lot. And they're gonna be running because they're not gonna have no answers.
Right.
You know, the only ones that are gonna have the answers are the elect, because we've been meditating on this every damn day. We've been looking for that day.
Joshua 1:8.
You know, we hastening the day. You know, they dreading it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They try to put it off afar, like the mother said.
Right.
You know.
For what end is it to you? Like it says in Amos.
Yeah.
Going to that desire the day of the Lord.
Right.
Be beefing and gnashing the teeth, man.
Right. Hey, me and Hart fell in them field, man.
Verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
And that lamb is Yahweh Shah, man.
God.
Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. Salvation is only for the elect, man. Lord willing we get salvation, man. Lord willing, man. Humbly saying that. But I'm sick of this place, man. I'm sick of looking at these devils. I'm sick of looking at our people both out of their mind, committing adultery, doing all other manner of wickedness, man. We on the bottom, man.
That's why I say that we hated our lives unto death, man.
Right.
You think about the long term in this place, man. Generations of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from this point on, generations going on further after this, it's a nightmare, man. And you'd rather be put out of your misery than to suffer that, man.
Hey, this will be the book of Eli for real.
This is
And the
terrible,
road
man.
together.
This is terrible, man. This is terrible.
Bro, that'll be Book of Eli and the Road in one movie, man. Like nothing but desolation. Oh, the movie I watched, it's an old movie, Resident Evil, the one with Mike Epps in it, and Ashanti, when the desert had took back Las Vegas, the sand had, it was nothing, man.
Yeah.
Nothing. They looking for gas, food, everything.
They need the bare necessities. That's why in that day and age, you're not gonna be able to barter. You're not gonna be able to have silver and gold or a debit card and it's gonna deliver you, man. And then you got people that's gonna take it.
Not a quick plea to back you up. This is what was frustrating. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
Yeah.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. That's close. We're tired of being here, man. Tired. I'll read that over. Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Hey, man, that's not you Edomites. Who it is, man? The Chinese and Japanese ain't doing that. Okay? It's you damn Edomites, man.
And they shall, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
Hey, Antiochus Epiphanes did that, man. Okay? He did that, and all the other Edomites that ruled over us did that, man.
I got a precept too.
Real quick, let me finish it. But this is what the Lord said about it.
Verse 26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end.
Right. Hey, so you finna go back to the basis of man, man. Okay? What's Psalm 149 say, man? You shall be bound with chains, and your nobles with fetters of iron, man. Go ahead, I'll check this out.
Con, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, and I'll start at 25. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanliness. You know, so this whole system is not only did all of those things that have been mentioned, but they have disquieted good men, man. To the point where the Lord has put those good men who would rather be somewhere in meekness out on the forefront, man.
Right.
You know?
We say it all the time.
Yeah, man, it feels like the brothers, man. If the Lord didn't command us to be out here, man, we'd be watching the news, watching prophecy in the comfort of our own shelters, man, and not even worry about warning you people about shit, man. The Lord commanded us to be out here, and through the fear of the Lord, we out here to persuade men, man.
Persuade men. Hey, 1 Timothy 4 say, hey, you're supposed to be out here pushing the truth to save yourself and them that hear you.
Right. Because this is the only way out, man. This is the only way. You got it, brother.
Verse 7.
Daniel chapter 9 verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day.
I'm Salaki. Daniel chapter 7. Daniel chapter 7. Start at 9, my bad. Actually, start at 10. Start at 10.
This is Daniel chapter 7 verse 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him.
Right.
Thousands ministered unto him.
Now, that's talk that they tell you in Psalm 86, Psalm 68 that the Lord has come back with tens of thousands and thousands of angels, man. Go ahead.
And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him.
Right.
The judgment was set and the books were open.
And the books is open, man. Open right now, man. To you so-called Negroes and Latino Americans.
Hey, what do you mean by the books are open? You got to give account for everything you've done in your vessel, man.
Right.
You got the records, man.
Right. He said the judgment. Right. Right.
Verse 11.
Right.
I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake.
Right.
I beheld even till the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame.
Hey, boy, that's talking about you Edomites. Go ahead. The beast is who? You and they know. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beast, they had their dominion taken away. Yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time.
Right. They live with what?
Yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time.
Right. What season and time? Slavery, man. Captivity.
Verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him.
Oh, you know what? Let me say this too. That could be talking about when we ran up to the Caucasus Mountain. Could be speaking on that too. Read again.
Verse 12?
Yeah.
Verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominions taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time.
Right. Let's say the rest of the beast. So it was split. The old kingdom, the old Roman Empire was split, right? They came back as what? North America. EU and NATO. Go ahead.
Verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
Right.
And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him.
Hey, and that's going into Isaiah chapter 2, man. When Yahweh shall come back, that was that stone cut out the mountain with our hands, man.
Right.
That took down them kingdoms, which is Yahushua, and he finna establish his kingdom, man. Every nation, tongue, and kingdom
Shall serve
and they
him.
finna come tributaries, man, forever, man.
He said, bring them that don't want to serve me hither and slave them before me.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, you gonna do
Hey,
that.
and for you Old Testament thumpers and you New Testament humpers, man. Hey, the Old Testament spoke about Yahushua everywhere, man. Okay? Even in Deuteronomy 18, what did Moses say? The Lord shall raise up to you a prophet.
Right.
He said, lo, it is written of me.
Right, Psalm
The
40 and 7.
The New Testament wasn't written yet. So what,
Right.
what was written of me?
Hey, the scripture, the truth.
And in Genesis it said that a lawgiver shall not pass from his feet until Shiloh come, man.
Right.
Who's Shiloh?
Shiloh is Yahushua.
Done.
Come on, man.
Just a little bit more. Man.
Go ahead,
His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
Hey, you Old Testament, how you gonna get around that, man? That's talking about who you ignorant call Jesus, man.
Right.
Okay? Which his name is Yahushua, man. Hey, that's beautiful.
And that's how it should be, man. People have this whole idea that, all right, when this chapter closed, you either go to the spiritual heaven or you go to the spiritual hell, and earth is just, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's just the Lord just allowed wickedness to just have its course, and then that's it. Nah, the Lord about to show you how it's supposed to be done. Because you think about it, all the way from the garden, the earth hasn't been enjoyed like it was supposed to be originally, man.
Right. Doesn't it say in the Apocrypha that the earth grows weaker?
Right. She don't even yield her full strength no more, man, because the covenant's been transgressed, man. The whole planet, you know, really supposed to recognize that that earthly, that land Sabbath,
Right,
man.
right. Just what to say, on top of all that madness that they do, and what Cain did, they don't keep the land Sabbath. So,
And he let us know how far it slipped on. It took 2 men to carry a cluster of grapes. That let us know how far it slipped on.
But when you even go into Eden, Eden is Idon. Idon is paradise. Meaning the whole earth was supposed to be a paradise. He set us eastward in the garden.
Right.
The whole earth is
Right.
paradise. It's Idon.
That's a beautiful point, brother, because he said he has set up a garden
Exactly.
in Idon.
Eastward, yep.
You know? So that garden is Jerusalem, but the whole planet was established as a masterpiece.
It even showed. I was watching something on Netflix before the Edomites came over here. They showed how America was beautiful, man. South America, North America. This place was beautiful, man. When the so-called Issachar was down there ruling, they had the whole shit immaculate, man. They had aqueducts. Man, they were advanced.
Bro, they would take showers like 4 or 5 times a day. They had breast sweeteners, mints. Like they was on their royal level, you know, but they was going off. So every time we go off,
and gold, laced in gold.
yeah,
You know,
gold was nothing to them.
right, you know, they were still going off like the brother said, but they, you know, they were trying at least. Well, nah,
They were going flat off. They were going flat the fuck off. They were taking their
Apocalypto
exactly. They was on that Tanakalin, or however you say the city, where they would cut people's hearts open while still beating, and they might eat it raw, and then they'll roll the body down the hill. They were sacrificing humans to the sun god. Issachar was going the fuck off, just like Jake was on the other side of the ocean. That's why we got oppressed together. Oh, you thought I forgot? You thought I'm just gonna let you run away into the sunset? Like you ain't my firstborn son? You got me fucked up. Or you gonna hide amongst the trees like Adam? It ain't work for Adam.
right.
You think it's gonna work for you? You gonna hide amongst the trees?
Hey, yeah.
You just gonna blend in?
The Lord say the trees in the garden. The Lord, he said the trees in the garden of God could not hide Adam, man.
Right.
He couldn't hide behind
stood
those
out
people.
so much.
He stood out, man.
And the trees were envious of him anyway. So
Right,
they ain't gonna let
right.
you hide.
Anyway, right.
When you think about that, right? Like when you got this truth, it said you could just tell a brother the truth. It's just something about that brother. Like I said, wisdom makes his face to shine.
Right.
Because you can imagine Adam, he just ain't look right. You know, like when you see Jake being a sodomite, you like, man, that don't even look right on him. You know, it look right on
Yeah,
Esau.
but the
Esau
countenance,
look right as a faggot.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right,
But
right.
Jake, you like, man, that ain't your nature.
That ain't you, bro. That ain't the real
That
you.
ain't you.
But just like even Jake in Babylon following behind his woman, Jake in the back of his mind know that shit ain't right. But Jake just understand, like, man, it's the system, it's the game.
Right.
I've been reduced to this as a lion,
Jake don't want no smoke, man. Jake, it's simple. He just want to get by. Man.
because there's no in Jake's mind, there's no solution because he doesn't have he don't have the cistern. He's yielded unto himself broken cisterns that hold no water.
He's an old lion, man. He's tired of fighting.
Right.
Tired of fighting, man.
Jake.
Jake like, fuck it, let the women rule. Fuck it, man. Just as long as I get some pussy, I'm good, man.
Yeah, man. You just gonna sit on the porch and just drink his life away, man.
The Lord just paint this.
Hey, man. Sick of this shit,
Anybody got a free?
Jeremiah 50 and 34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Right.
A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord,
You Edomites.
and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men.
That's all you Edomites, heathen and 2/3, man. All you is joined together. Okay? All you are joined together, man.
A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
Hey, what Job said, man. Job 13:4, he said, man, you are all forges of lies, man. Okay?
Wicked are strained from the womb.
Right. You are straying from the room.
Born speaking lies.
Come out speaking lies, man. That's you Edomites.
Like that video of that little girl.
Yeah,
She's-
right. I was thinking the same thing,
bro. Oh, when she said the black guy gave the black guy.
Yeah.
And that was funny, man.
Yeah, that was funny to her mama, yeah.
It says 39, 37, 36. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
Right. That's talking about all you mighty Edomites, so-called white people.
A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her.
I say horses because they represent power, man. Okay, all your power, your jets, your tanks, everything that you got, man. All your technology, everything that you Edomites have created, man. It's a sword upon all that, man. Which is the missiles, man. Go ahead.
And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed.
Hey, everything that you done stole from the so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, hey, when you took down Jerusalem, man, okay, the Lord said you took all his gold and silver and all his good and pleasant things, man. Everything that you got, you stole it from us, man. Everything. Even our heritage, man. Okay, Micah 2:2 say, you oppress them, you covet fields and take them by violence. And you oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, man. Go ahead.
A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there.
Right.
And the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever.
And that go back to Isaiah 47, man. Come down and sit in the dust. I think it's in another chapter. Well, I don't know if it was Joel or Revelation when it said that the owls and it should be dragons and scorpions there.
Yeah. It's gonna be a desert, man.
A straight desert, man. Okay.
Straight Mad Max.
Talking about this land here when the missiles hit, man.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Right.
Like in Planet of the Apes when he went to the Forbidden Zone.
Right. I was
This is
thinking about
gonna
Planet
be
of the Apes.
This is gonna be
Mad
the Forbidden
Max.
Zone. Kind.
Yeah, man.
The nations are gonna stand afar off and see this bitch burn, man.
Right, like I
and
said
they're
in
gonna know the
Revelation
power of
18.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai at that, man. You know?
It shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord.
Hey, my bad, Salak, dog. And that was what, 5 cities the Lord destroyed? With fire, man. Letting you know that he's going to destroy this new world with fire, man. of this old world now. There's nothing new about this place.
The second death, man.
Second death, come.
As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein.
And I'm gonna say this too, man. In them 5 cities, you know how much LGBT was going on back then, man? It's the same thing now, man. There's nothing new under the sun.
And that includes the judgment, man. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah and them 5 cities, they ain't get away with it.
Done.
How stupid do you have to be to do the same thing that they did? Would you think because you got an iPhone, you gonna stop the judgment?
Right, man.
What's wrong with you, man?
Verse 41, behold, a people shall come from the north, a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
Right.
They shall hold the bow and the lance.
Wait, you at Psalm 50,
Jeremiah 50.
50 and what?
41.
All right, go ahead.
It says, behold, a people, Jeremiah 50 and 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
Who are that talking about? Gog and Magog. Medes. Okay? The Medes in Persia, man. Go ahead.
Along with Moab and all the other nations.
Right, Moab and Ammon.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, what is it?
Right.
Always shields and bucklers.
Yeah.
Right. Ezekiel 38, man.
It says, they shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel.
I'm thinking about them damn Gurger troops when they come over here, man.
Right. He said they are cruel, man. Do you know how? Hey, I'm young, but I don't really know much about the Cold War with the Soviet Union. But as I hear it, they cruel.
Hey, man.
With that scripture again.
These jokers in tank tops in the snow training and shit, man.
And they say, well, the radiation over there, man, they still can't go in the
Chernobyl.
Right,
Yeah.
man. Right.
Well, you got to think during that time in World War II, Russia had got a their Red Army was infamous for the sheer numbers that they had.
Right.
That's how they were able to defeat Germany in the Battle of Stalingrad. They just had so many people. Enemy at the Gates, that's a movie that if you watch it, it'll show you how the Russians got down. They would have 2 or 3 people behind one dude with a gun because they had so many people, they didn't have enough weapons to give them all weapons. Wow. So they would give one dude the gun, they'd get a dude behind him a couple bullets.
Right,
so when this dude hit the ground, you pick up the gun and then you do your business.
Right.
They would have guys who try to run back, and they would kill those guys who ran back. If you watch the movie Enemy at the Gates to show you that the Red Army, Russian Red Army, they been about this life. They've been about this life. It's called Enemy at the Gates. And it start off showing you the sheer brutalness of them trying to win a war.
Right.
Like imagine you running, you ain't got no weapon, you just waiting for the dude in front of you to die so you can have a weapon. Or if you get shell shocked and shook and try to run back, they got machine gunners right behind you. The moment they look like you second guessing, they gonna finish that decision for you. Yeah.
Trying to tap out, they gonna tap you right on out.
I was thinking about these talking about their troops, thinking about these NATO troops and stuff, man. When they go into these third world countries, man, they are cruel, man. They rape the women.
Right.
They do all manner of wickedness, man.
What they doing to Haiti right now, man. They got a documentary where they showed a 14-year-old girl who said she lost her virginity because a EU guy raped her, man.
Right.
One of them EU troop guys was in Haiti, and he kept giving her food, and one day he just snatched up and raped her, man. And she reported it to the European Union, and they couldn't do nothing about it because they got so many cases to go through.
Right, so many cases. Right.
That a lot of these guys, they go through this 2 or 3 times and just get spit back in the population.
Right.
And that's what's coming here, man.
You know what's funny too? It's gonna be, I hate to bring on the rape thing, man, but that's what's gonna happen, man. Because in times of war, it's men. It's a bunch of men.
Right.
They fighting. Their testosterone is built
Gotta
up.
do something.
That's what's gonna happen, man.
Hey,
Well, that was happening in World War II, man.
I was gonna say, I don't know if y'all it is older now, but the last Rambo movie, the last one he made a couple years ago, them gooks, man, they was raping the women that night, man. I'm talking about they had 30, 40, 50 of them, man. And the head,
That Vietnam War. Yeah.
right, and the head, he was in the house raping the little boy.
I'm gonna say this: if you at
crazy.
war and you're not sure if you're gonna die, wouldn't you want to bust a nut?
Hey, you gonna try to do whatever you can do to get off.
I'm telling you, like,
Yeah,
like,
man.
and people don't really understand. Like, in the ancient world, we say this again. In the ancient world, this was already common knowledge. That's why the average man fought the way he fought, because this was already common knowledge.
Right.
When you go into the Vikings and all of these different civilizations, when they went to a land, it was psychological warfare to rape the women. It was embarrassing to the men of that nation that you even let that happen.
Right.
But that same spirit is gonna come back here, and it's gonna come back in a major way because the citizens are gonna do it to each other. It's not gonna be an opposing like the EU, the NATO. They're gonna come in, they're gonna do their business too. But you're gonna have every man for himself situation, which is a even dangerous situation.
Neighbor against neighbor,
And
man.
a lot of these men are backed up. They looking at these Instagram thoughts and shit.
Right.
Can't get at them.
They can't get off.
They gon'
Yeah, they gonna
boy.
be out. Yeah, these killers out here, these prison, cause they gonna have that chip, just like in the movie The Last Purge. They let that lunatic out.
They're the crackhead.
Yeah, they gonna be crazy out
He
here.
was doing a video on it this week. How they said they're gonna let like the like lesser offenders.
Yeah,
they're gonna let them out, and they just gonna let them run them up. The
Yeah.
lesser ones, like not the murder.
Like minimum custody one.
The crazy thing about it is, normally when a woman get raped, once the man is done, she pretty much good that it's over.
Right. And they be scared.
And that time, when that person done, it's gonna be another one waiting in line.
Waiting
Yeah,
in
man.
line.
Movie.
Yeah,
Just
man.
like the
Oh,
movie.
what's that movie? I forget what it's called. This song.
I know which movie you're talking about, but
Yeah.
man, it's gonna be a cold day for you females.
And that's why the Lord said, if she live in pleasure, she's dead while she living. You have no idea what you're doing inside of your body right now.
He that liveth in pleasure is
It's- it's-
1 Timothy 5 and 6.
You have no idea what the judge, the consequences of your actions.
I bring that scripture out.
That's cold,
That's why you
man.
was bringing out the 7 women shall take only 1 man. Because like I said, a man shall be as a covert, like a hiding
Right,
place.
right.
I'm talking about not you wicked ass you. I'm talking about the
Hey,
elect
matter
man.
of fact, let's get that.
What is that?
Hey, get Jeremiah 50
Let me
and
finish
1.
this out.
Okay. Hold that for
We almost done in 50.
Yeah, Isaiah 32.
I got Isaiah 32 right here.
You got Isaiah 32.
Yeah, bring that out.
Get Jeremiah 50 and 1.
Yeah, go ahead.
How about read that real quick.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9.
Verse 2.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And a man shall be as a hiding place
Right.
from the wind,
Right.
and a covert from the tempest.
Right. Now let's see what that wind is. Read that.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 1.
Right.
The world that the Lord spake against Babylon
Right.
and against the land of the Chaldeans
Right.
by Jeremiah the prophet.
Right.
Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard.
Right.
Publish and counsel not. I'm still like,
Oh, Salaki. My bad. 51. 51 and 1. 51 and 1.
51 and 1.
Yeah. Hold that. Read that again. Read that again. Read that again. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Like, moving too fast. Read that again.
Isaiah 32 and verse 2.
Right.
And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
All right. Go ahead. This is describing that wind that a man shall be a hiding place from. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51 and 1.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me,
Right.
and a destroying wind.
A destroying wind, man. From what? So a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. Talking about the missiles, man. The destruction that's coming. Jacob's trouble. Starting with Jacob's trouble. So that Isaiah 7:1, Isaiah 4:1 about 7 women, that's talking about that destruction that's coming, man.
And outside of the missiles, it's talking about martial law.
Come.
It's talking about the economic collapse.
Right.
It's talking about pestilence. It's talking about the famine,
Race riots.
the race riots, the civil war. It's talking about all of these things. There's going to be a particular remnant of men of the nation of Israel that are going to be a protector and a hiding place in that day for the women that they choose to save, man. Because a lot of these women are going to have to catch the burden of what happens when a city collapses or an economy collapses. And this is common knowledge in the ancient world. Like we said before, it's common knowledge when the economy collapses and you can't call 911, the women catch it the worst, man.
Right.
You got it.
Jump down to verse 9.
No, that was the point on that. But you can read it though. Go ahead. Yeah, jump to verse 9.
Isaiah 32 and verse 9.
Say it again.
So I always appreciate opinions. So thank you.
Opinions?
Opinions, yeah. I was like,
Well, this is not our opinion. This is the Lord. This is the word of the Lord.
No disrespect. I'm just saying.
No, you good, but this is what I'm just telling you. This is not our opinion. This is the word of the Lord that destruction is coming to North America
And the rest of the world.
and the rest of the world.
I'm just trying to learn.
You watch the news.
Of course.
You see Russia and North Korea got the missiles. I'm talking about the missiles. You see that? What they gonna do with them?
Hey, look at us.
Huh?
At us.
They're gonna shoot them right over here and all the other places, man. But this is the word of the Lord, and got them. The Lord put the spirit on them to do that. So this is not our opinion. Right. This is the word of the Lord, man.
I appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we out here for the Lord to push the truth, to let our people know, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans know that if they don't wake
That's not
up.
about that. To me, that's not about that. We're humans.
What is human? What does human mean?
You eat food, right?
A man
What does
of
human
color.
mean?
Oh, we eat food. Animals eat food, but
Right.
animals aren't humans.
Right.
That don't make sense.
Beautiful.
I'm not arguing with you guys.
No. It's not about arguing. We here about truth. It's truth. Right. So I'm asking you, what is human? What does human mean?
Right, you're right. I agree. Or maybe I don't. I'm trying to.
He's drunk.
Go ahead. Go back to it. Go back.
Isaiah 32 and 9.
And for edification's sake, man, the Lord cares about nationalities.
Son.
That's why he made different
Right.
nationalities. The Lord cares about that. He said he made people diverse in their ways. The Lord cares about
Watch
that.
that. Go to Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
Exactly. He brought up the Tower of Babel, and he's absolutely right. The Lord destroyed the Tower of Babel because he's about separation. He didn't
Right.
want all the nations to
Hey,
be
hold
together.
Leviticus 26.
The Lord separated
Get Leviticus 20 and 26 up.
separated the
Leviticus, I'm sorry.
20 and 26. We're gonna read it. We're gonna read it for you.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Any question you got, we can answer according to the scripture.
Message is the same. Read it first.
No, the message is not the same. The church is teaching you that you can be a homosexual.
Right,
The church is teaching you that you can eat pork.
right.
According to the Bible, the Lord said we can't eat pork.
I gotta say, they said you don't eat pork.
We don't
No.
supposed to eat pork. It's a law.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, that's what he.
Exactly.
Pork be shaking them up, man.
Exactly.
That's how you know that's the devil, man.
Hey,
That's
you
Esau, man.
so-called white people gonna be destroyed, man. You eat
Damn.
mice.
That pork, that swine is that powerful?
Yeah.
It is, man.
Destruction to you and your people, man.
Right.
You rocking, damn.
And like, but
Man, I know,
then it's
it's
like,
not
what do you expect? You done committed all kind of atrocities to a nation of people. You think they supposed to like you at the end of the day? You think they supposed to get in 2019 and be like, all right, we all good now?
Hey, we the
Nah,
filthy
man. You destroyed our people, man, and you continue to destroy the earth. What do you think? How you think we supposed to feel?
Just let it
Matter
go.
of fact, Esau, you can eat all the pork you want.
Hey, straight up.
Hey, rejoice.
Rejoice
Yeah, live it up.
Cause you can't sin.
Live it up.
Hey,
Lord
not
give you
not
no
his
law.
Jesus, not his Jesus.
The Lord didn't give you no laws to sin, man. You can do whatever you want to do.
I don't
Esau.
want to bring up a point, right? I just want to, because they always bring this shit up. We're all humans. We
Right.
all have blood. Motherfucker, even the blood is different. You
Right.
got different blood types. You got O positive,
Right.
and they don't mix. Some of them mix,
O
but they don't
positive,
mix.
O negative,
So what
right.
the hell are y'all talking about? We
Right.
all eat food. We all take a shit. What the hell?
I'm off to go into that hue with him. What human mean? What does the word human mean?
What is you?
But you know
does
what?
human mean?
They start spitting that we're all human. They wasn't saying that shit in the 1950s.
No, they
No,
saw
we was 3/5
They wasn't.
man.
They wasn't.
still
And you
wrong,
still
man.
3/5 of a man.
Come on, man.
So they talk all that human shit when they get in close contact with one of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But when they're in the comfort of their own home watching you on CNN or mugshot, they talk all kind of shit about your people, man. That's why the Lord said, "Don't trust your enemy, man."
Your children shall seek to please the poor. He came up here trying to look for pity, man.
That was
I
Antiochus.
support you guys, and
That was Antiochus. You gonna eat
I
pork?
love what
Hey.
you do.
Fuck you.
Hey, we're all human. We're all human.
might as well.
Where's that love of the humanity then?
Hey, that was Antiochus. Y'all ain't gonna eat pork? Fuck you.
I respect everybody's opinion, but he don't respect that one.
Hey, bro, that goes into that. That goes into what we were talking about earlier. That tongue, Esau's tongue,
Hey,
man.
man.
Yeah, he talked like he talked like oh yeah, I'm for you guys. I agree
Right.
with you.
Until the truth come out.
To the truth.
I got a precept.
Go ahead. Bring you in there.
Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful,
Right.
and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints of marrow, and is a discerner of thoughts.
The joints and marrows, bro. That's cutting you all the way through. Just cut, slicing you
Hey,
completely.
we like counsel, man.
You like a damn piece of like a duck and a chicken. You just chopping you up, man.
Hey, this word like counsel, man.
Yeah, every time you bring out that pork, man, that's
pork.
life,
I
man.
don't get it, man.
Hey, I can usually catch him with that pork face, but it was so quick. You know what I'm saying?
But the
Hey,
demons
hey.
come out of them real fast, Jack.
Though he come humbling,
Right. Crouch. Right.
come on,
Still
man.
rusty.
Come on, man.
And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right.
Hey, get on. Read your precept. Get Jeremiah 5:14.
This is James 3 and 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
Hey, and on the opposite side, we speaking to anybody in truth, and he can't handle it, man. Okay?
That was a little matter that kindled that fire.
Right, right.
That was a little matter. Pork, that's a little thing
That's the little thing.
we can easily prove that, but he don't even want to hit. Oh,
That demon came out.
Hey.
No pork.
Hey, you seen the parasite moving his face?
Hey, man, these people are fitted for destruction, man. At the end of the day, they are a testimony to their own wickedness, man. That they can't even receive the solution to their own problems, man.
none of the wicked shall understand.
None.
The wicked shall do wickedly.
Oh my goodness.
Like, they're gonna really find out, man, the Lord really just, excuse my French, the Lord don't fuck with everybody, man.
Right.
Right now, the Lord ain't even dealing with his own people as far as 2/3,
He
man.
don't even fuck with the whole
As far as you heathens, man, you gotta know. If you don't know, now you know. You the lowest of the low, bro.
Listen, bro.
You chaff for the fire, bro. That's why you should just enjoy yourself, man. You
Y'all,
gotta,
y'all the new niggas,
Man,
man.
Lord's willing, if we scarcely gonna be saved. Oh my
What's that?
goodness.
To them,
Innocent uphill.
that obey not the gospel. Y'all ain't even trying to hear it. So how you think the Lord looking at you? Like,
Right.
you are food, man. You are food to the Lord, man.
If the ungodly and the sinner of Israelites is going to die, where the hell you Edomites going to be at?
That Dawson's
Lord
Creek
said you
shit is
should be
over
turned
with,
to
man.
powder dust, man.
That whole Dawson's Creek,
Right.
Grey's Anatomy,
Right.
Days of Our Lives Spirit, that shit is done, man.
Seven heavy little children
Yeah,
out on
man.
the prairie.
That shit is over with, man.
I seen that the other day.
Bro.
Hey, bring it up.
Hey, at least we coming to practice. At least we coming to practice. Y'all in that Allen Iverson spirit, bro. Practice. Y'all talking about
The
practice?
name of that movie just so with the seventh heaven. So that's like the complete heaven.
Yeah.
Man, I never even peeked out.
And the father was messing around with little kids, man.
He was a pedophile.
He's a pedophile, man. Yeah, the father in seventh heaven. Turns out he was a pedophile, man.
Real life.
Yeah, he admitted it, man.
I was not saying come to practice.
Hey, get on Leviticus 20:24, 20:26. Read it real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14.
Right?
Wherefore, thus saith the Lord power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire,
Right.
and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
Hey, we just burned the Edomite up, man. Okay? Hey, he went down the street and burst into flames.
And that's good that he did, cause we didn't even make it to the judgment.
Hey, I'm telling you, con.
Actually, he was a little intoxicated. That sobered him up real
That's
quick.
so on real good. Yeah. Read that up.
This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26.
Right?
And ye shall be holy unto me,
Right.
for I, the Lord Yahweh, am holy, and have, wow. Woo! He
he said himself is separate.
Right.
Damn.
Right. They don't know the meaning of that word.
Hey, get it. I was just telling y'all to get it.
Leviticus 20 and 26.
Right.
And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you from the other people, that ye should be mine.
So you
Right.
can't, you're not allowed to be normal. You can't be normal, man. Normal is not even in your, that's not a standard for you. The Lord said he severed you from the rest of the nations,
Right,
man.
Right.
I mean, he cut you out, like all the people of the world, he cut your ass out and said, look, you're going to be separate like I'm separate.
Right, man.
The Lord is separate from his creation.
Fine.
Esau can't even grasp that fact. Like, the creator is separate from his creation. Just like you don't have a man inside a computer doing ones and zeros. You ain't got no little man in there. Every time you click a button on the computer, a little man in there doing ones and zeros. He created the computer and it's self-sustaining.
Right, done.
Come on, man. The Lord is holy, meaning he's separate, man. He's separate from the universe in which he created, man.
Right.
And he wanted you to be separate amongst these people, man, and not to be ashamed of it.
I got to
Let him read the definition for that. For seven. Go ahead.
This is the definition. I looked at both.
Oh yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
All right. Strong's H6918, and it says Kodash, sacred, ceremonially or morally, as a noun, God by eminence, an angel, a saint, a sanctuary, holy, one saint.
Right.
I think it says separate.
Right.
It says sacred, holy, holy one, saint, set apart.
Set apart.
Go ahead. Get seven.
And Jake ashamed of that, man. Jake is ashamed of being separated and being a standalone in this world, man. They want to be along, just get along with the get along, man. The Lord made you separate, man. The Lord separated your nation apart from the rest of these nations, man. And that's why you continue to destroy yourself, because you want to be like your oppressors, man.
The whole family out. Esau got the whole family out.
Yeah, food, chaff for the fire, man. Chaff for the fire. You got it, bro.
This is the children to be multiplied is for the sword.
Right. For the sword. You got the whole family out. Yeah, man. Go ahead and read that.
This is the definitions for separate. It says Strong's H914, badal, and it says a primitive root to divide. In variation sensibly, literally, or figuratively, separate, distinguish, differ, select, make, put, difference, divide, asunder, make, separate, self-action, sever, out utterly.
Right.
And Jake don't want to be
Here
distinguished.
go another source, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
It says holiness or holy. Usually translate words derived from Hebrew root meaning separateness, withdrawn.
Right.
It is first applied to Yahweh and is early associated with ideas of purity and righteousness.
The elect.
The words holiness, holy, do not occur. It says the. I can't see the damn light over there.
I know the light is there.
It says the words holiness, holy, do not occur in Genesis though implied in the dread with the presence of Yahweh inspires. But from Exodus on, where Yahweh reveals his name and nature, holiness is constantly stressed.
So from Exodus on, he keeps stressing that he's separate.
Right.
He keeps stressing his name. He's
that's pretty much it on that.
Yeah, I got a quick three, man. 'Cause like you said, we separate, and this is gonna bring out who he's dealing with and who God he is. This is Deuteronomy 10. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, "Behold."
Start at 12. I love verse 12.
Verse 12. This is Deuteronomy 10 and 12. "And now, Israel, what doth the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, require of thee?"
Hey, there's nothing new under the sun. So that's talking about right now, man. Go ahead.
"But to fear the Lord thy power,
Right.
to walk in all his ways, and love him, and to serve the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, with all thy heart,
It said to walk in all his ways.
and with all thy soul." to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day for thy good. Behold, the heavens and behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's thy power. The earth also with all that therein is, only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them.
So that's talking about the spiritual realm, where the throne at, and the earth, which is his footstool, man. Go ahead.
And he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 patriarchs, man. Go ahead.
Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. For the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great power, a mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward.
He says circumcise your mind, and then he goes on, right?
Right.
That means get your mind right.
Right.
Get your mind right, bro.
Right.
Abraham and Isaac, Jacob's seed, get your mind right. That's what we're talking to.
Right.
That's hey, it don't get more specific than that.
A little bit more. Right? Back in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, right? It says the law. We already established holy means separate, right? I got it. It says the law is holy, and then they quote Romans 7:12, which you already know that. So the law is separate. It's not for everybody.
Right.
It says the law is holy, since the earthly holy place, priests, cult, apparatus, sacrifices, and services were holy. Much more are the heavenly. So even the heaven is separate. Everything is separate. It says the church is a holy nation.
Right.
So the church ain't for everybody. It's a separate nation.
Man.
Yeah, it's a holy nation. It says it says Yahweh Shai, it says Christ, but Yahweh Shai died for the church in order to make it holy. Right. So he died to separate it from everything else.
Bring the elect back to the fold, man. The lost sheep. He said he come to seek that which was lost.
Right. And it hasn't been given to the entire nation. That's why the Lord said it's been given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And that's why that church mentioned in the New Testament is a snare unto the modern Christians, man. Because they think in their mindset that church, that separate nation, is all nation men out of all nations that believe, but really it's the elect of the nation of Israel, so that the Lord can fulfill that promise that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his seed thereafter, man.
If I'm not mistaken, doesn't church go back to the Greek word ecclesia?
Call out.
Yeah, to call out, right?
Let me see if I can grab it.
Ephesians 1 and 4.
I got it right here. It's ecclesia.
Okay, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. This is the Strong's G1577. And it says ecclesia. And it goes, the Strong's definition is a derivative of a calling out.
Right. Beautiful.
A popular meeting, especially a religious congregation, Jewish synagogue or Christian community of members on the earth of saints in heaven a body.
And 1/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have literally been called out from your own nation, and the world that you live in today, man. The Lord has literally called you out of this place.
This is out of the blue level where you at, right? It says this is a hidden outline of biblical usage, right? And one of the definitions says a gathering of citizens. This is for our church. A gathering of citizens, which the brother read was G1577, right? It says a gathering of citizens called out from their homes into some public place and assembly.
In the highways and byways, man.
I'll read that over. A gathering of citizens. Weren't we citizens? It says a gathering of citizens called out from their homes into some public place. So it's not in these temples, man.
Right.
It's on the highways and the byways.
Then what citizens? The Commonwealth of Israel citizens.
Let me read the blue letter, brother. The blue letter breaks it down. It says an assembly, right? And then another definition is, this is B, the assembly of Israelites. You don't need to say no more, bro. Damn, man. That show these devils know the truth, man.
Oh, it's that.
They put the blue letter in it. They know.
They put it right.
It's that story in the Apocrypha where they was all out, like they was all out in assembly. They was all out together, and the dude, I forget his name, he was trying to steal the gold from Israel. Heliodorus, yeah. And they was,
The angel beat him up.
yeah.
He said if you got any enemies, just send them over there.
Right. Yeah. We be able to do that.
Yeah, they was all out together though.
Right.
Israel together.
Right.
Church.
We chose to do this since the beginning.
From the foundation of the earth.
And that's beautiful.
First fruit.
First fruit. Yeah, Ephesians.
Yahweh is the first fruit, but we join everything.
I think so. So you.
You got Ephesians 1.
This is Ephesians 1 and 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Mashiach to himself according to the good pleasure of his will.
To himself, man. Like the Most High said in Leviticus 20 and 26. Like he said in Deuteronomy 14 and 2. Did you get that?
I got a precept to back him up.
Okay. Go get your precept.
This is Romans 8 and 29. It says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son,
Right.
that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
Right.
Moreover,
among many brethren.
Hey, somebody hold Hebrews chapter 2, starting at verse 14.
moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified,
Right.
and whom he justified, them he also glorified.
Hey, elect, man.
Elect, baby, done deal.
That's
Done
only
dial.
for the elect. Go back to that. Yeah, you get to do one real quick. Then go back to your feet.
14 and 1.
2.
Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Hey, the peculiar people, when you look it up, you go to Jews. Now he said he would make up his Jews, man. Who are the Jews? The northern and southern kingdom, man. All right.
Ephesians 1 and 4.
Hey, hold on. Because he brought out that read that again, then we're going to get the Hebrew.
You got it?
About the brother.
This is,
You got it? Hebrews 2.
you want the whole thing, 29 and 30? Is this
So
what
when
we-
you first started that.
Hebrews 4 and what?
Now Hebrews 2 and 14.
This is Romans 8 and 29.
Right.
For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
What that mean? We just like our big brother Yahweh.
Just like our big brother.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified.
Right.
And whom he justified, them he also glorified.
He say his brethren, man. Go ahead,
I got a
Hebrews.
precept. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him,
Right.
for we shall see him as he is.
So we all gonna be changed. Now hold on, read that again, the beginning.
Twinkling of an eye.
Beginning of that. Watch
Very
this.
top.
Watch this. Yeah.
First verse?
Yeah.
1 John chapter 3, verse 1.
No, the one you was at when you
Oh, verse 2.
Yeah.
Beloved, now we are the sons of the Most High.
Right. And then go back to Hosea 1 and 10.
Right?
Right. Romans 9:26.
Right.
Go ahead.
And it doth not yet appear what we shall be.
Now hold. That's what I wanted. It don't appear to who? These Edomites. These heathen nations that we are who? The sons of the living power.
Right.
Hey, that's beautiful,
Mom
man.
Yasharala, baby. Mom Yasharala.
It said, there shall be said,
Hosea, where we say you are another son. There, yeah,
So
right.
it's being declared.
Right.
And then when Yahushua comes back, it's going to be manifest.
Done.
Change in the twinkling of an eye.
The
Right,
brothers,
right.
the elect, you know, that's why I said that thy people shall be willing in the day of our power.
Right.
Because once we actually get glorified and you see the glorified body, it's gonna be like that new cat Jay. Like, damn, I wish I had that new cat.
Hey, it ain't gonna take us charging up like Goku for 3 minutes before we transform, baby.
Right.
Twinkle number 9.
A couple episodes charging up.
Exactly, bro. You believe it? Ain't none of that.
I got it to back you up. Isaiah 43 and 10. Ye are my Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord,
Right.
and my servant whom I have chosen,
Right.
that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am.
This is the elect, man. This is for the predestined. The ones that endure to the end are the elect, man.
It says, before me there was no power formed, neither shall there be after me.
Right.
There it is, man. All right, they can get in Hebrews 2.
Come.
But this going back to when the Lord in Romans 9, that he said his brethren, man, okay, who he will glorify on his return. Go ahead,
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 16. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels,
Right,
but he took on him the seed of Abraham.
right.
Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren.
That's the point, man. Okay? So all you dummies talking about Mary was a virgin and her and Joseph didn't have sex, man. Okay? Mary and Joseph had sex, man. It said from the seed of Abraham, man.
Verse 16.
From the seed of Abraham. He took not on him the nature of angels, man. So for all you ones out there that believe that Gabriel impregnated Mary or the Most High just put a baby in her, no, man. Okay? It tell you in Acts 13 and 23 of this man's seed. Okay? We read verse 22, it say from David, man. The seed of David, man.
I got you back up.
This is Psalms 105 and 5. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done,
Right.
his wonders and the judgment of his mouth.
Right.
O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen.
Hey, man, let's look up seed for these dummies.
Yeah, man. Because Jake, Negroes that tells Native Americans have a heritage that you reject, man.
Done.
And that heritage that you reject is actually the purest and most perfect heritage that you can have on the planet Earth, man. That's how you know that's the children of Israel, man, because they reject being the number one seed on the earth, man.
What's Solomon said? What you looking for? Yeah, 7-1.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
This is Strong's H2233. Seed. It says seed, sowing, offspring. A sowing, seed, semen, offspring, descendants, posterity, children.
That's what I want. From the seed, man. When you go back to the law in Leviticus chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, it tell you if a woman shall conceive seed and bore a man child, she shall be unclean 7 days.
7 days.
Now, when you go to the precept on that, it's Leviticus chapter 2, verse 20 and 21, man. It continues in it continues back in Luke chapter 2, verse 20, man. Okay? Of the seed of Abraham, man. He took not on him the nature of angels, man.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. I myself also am a mortal man,
Right.
like to all.
Hey, the brother from Winnipeg Prophets just said Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, man. How about Shem Hawashah, by Shem Crocodile, brother? Hey, we watching you, brother. Hey, we watching you out there pushing that truth, man.
Yeah, bro. Keep pushing, bro.
Hey, keep pushing, huh?
Salaki, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth.
Who is him that was first made, man? Yahweh Shai. Adam, okay? Go ahead.
And in my mother's womb was I fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months,
Right.
being compacted in blood of the seed of man,
Right.
and the pleasure that came with sleep.
Right.
And when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature, and the first voice voice which I utter was crying.
Now that's good. Now they say he was impacted in what?
Blood.
Blood and what?
Blood and compacted in blood of the seed of man.
Of the seed of man. Go ahead, read that. Start at 22.
Hey, not the seed of woman, the seed of man.
Right. A woman don't got no seed.
There's still some more meat on here.
Go ahead.
What did I leave off? It says I utter was crying as all others do.
Right.
I was nursed in swaddling clothes,
Right.
and that with cares. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. For
Right.
all men have one entrance into life,
Right.
and the light going out.
And that's why they took this out, because this lets you know that Mary was not a virgin. That's all that they removed the apocrypha on many things, but this is one of the ones too, man. Okay, because that lets you know that our Lord and Savior was from the seed of Joseph, man. What is it? Y'all stop? Go ahead, read that.
Acts chapter 13, verse 22. And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king,
And he removed who? Saul, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
to whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse,
Right.
a man after mine own heart,
Right.
which shall fulfill all my will.
Right.
Of this man's seed,
Of this man, what?
of this man's seed,
All right.
hath Yahweh, according to his promise, raised unto Israel a Savior, Yahushua. When John had first preached before his coming the baptism of repentance to all the people of Israel.
To all the people of the world.
To all the people of Israel.
Oh, that's a cold gut.
Basically, he just said of this man's seed, of this man's family,
Right.
this man's children.
Right. Get Luke 3 and 23.
Because it's always been a family matter, man. From the beginning, even from Genesis.
Acts 13.
It was the Adamites. It was always a family matter, man.
Yeah.
It never dealt with the rest of the heathen nations, man.
Right.
The Lord always dealt with his particular chosen nation.
Right.
And everybody else could kick rocks, man. You got it, brother.
Now let's read a couple. We're gonna get all the names, but let's read a couple. Starting at 23. Let's jump down to Yahushua.
This is Luke 3 and 23.
Right?
And Yahushua himself began about 30 years of age to Salaki. Luke 3 and 23. And Yahushua himself began to be about 30 years of age, being as was supposed.
Being as was supposed, man. Go ahead.
The son of Joseph.
The son of who?
The son of Joseph.
Read that again.
You can't say that. What does that mean? Being as supposed. Break it down for these simple.
Read it again.
Luke 3 and 23.
When he can read, he's gonna break it down
No,
himself.
okay. I
Go
know what it
ahead.
means. I'm just saying.
Right. I'm finna get it. I got it. Go ahead.
And Yahushua himself
Right?
began to be about 30 years of age,
Right?
being as was supposed.
We look up the blue letter. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was looking at the definition of supposed.
Okay, go ahead.
The son of Joseph.
The son of Joseph. Being as it was supposed, man. Okay, this is prophecy. Meaning it was a prophecy, man.
Where's that at?
Luke 3 and 23. Go ahead.
Which was the son of Heli,
Right?
which was the son of Mathat,
Right?
which was the son of Levi,
Right?
which was the son of Malachi,
Okay.
which was the son of Ianah,
Right?
which was the son of Joseph,
Which was the son of Joseph. Go ahead.
which was the son of Mattathias,
Mattathias. Right? Go ahead.
which was the son of Amos,
Which was the son of Amos. Go ahead.
which was the son of Nahum,
Okay.
which was the son of Esli,
Okay.
which was the son of Nagai,
Right?
which was the son of Ma'ath, which was the son of Mattathias,
Right?
which was the son of Semai,
Now, what I'm showing you, this go back through seed, through men's sperm, man. Go ahead.
which was the son of Joseph,
Right?
which was the son of Judah,
Which was the son of who?
Judah,
Yahweh,
It's a lot because he's going through the lineage.
going through the lineage.
Con.
Go ahead.
which was the son of Jonah,
Right?
which was the son of Resha,
Okay.
which was the son of Zerubbabel,
Right?
Zerubbabel,
Zerubbabel. Right?
which was the son of Salathiel,
Because look, Joseph came through Zerubbabel And Mary came through Nathan, man. Go ahead.
which was the son of Neri,
Right.
which was the son of Malachi, which was the son of Adai, which was the son of Kosam, which was the son of Elodam, which was the son of which was the son of Jos, which was the son of Eleazar,
Right.
which was the son of Jorim,
Right.
which was the son of Mattathat, which was the son of Levi,
Right.
which was the son of Simeon, which was the son of Judah, which was the son of Joseph,
Right.
which was the son of Jonan,
Right.
which was the son of Eliakim, which was the son of
Now jump down ways. It go all the way back to Adam and Abraham
okay.
and Noah and Shem.
This was
If I could say something right quick, right? It had to be a lineage thing, right? Because remember, we had the Jews already in Jerusalem. They knew the laws. They knew the records.
Right,
and they knew the prophecies, man.
Right.
So they knew you just couldn't come
But
from
that
all
was
the
good
nations.
though, because it said the son of Judah.
Yeah, they
That's
knew,
it. We don't need no more, man.
And they knew the scripture that the root of Jesse. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it had to match up, man. You just couldn't come from no damn Jap.
Get St. John chapter 6 real quick.
Hold
Verse
that.
42.
You still in Luke?
yeah.
Hey, whole Luke, I think it's 2 and 21. Whole Luke 2 and 21, and I'm gonna bring out a precept real quick.
This is about the lineage, man. We're just going into this because this is truth. This for truth's sake, man. This is for truth's sake. Luke.
Yeah, whole Luke 2 and 21 for me, and then I'm gonna bring out a precept. Yeah, you got 2 and 21?
Yeah, I got it.
So this is Leviticus, because the brother already brought it out. This is Leviticus 12 and 1.
Right.
It says, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying,
Right.
if a woman have conceived seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation for her infirmities shall she be unclean.
Right.
And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised.
Right.
Now bring that out.
Good. This is Luke chapter 2, verse 21.
Now hold on. What he finna read right now in Luke, it's a break off from Leviticus 12 and 1. Go ahead.
And when the 8 days were accomplished, the circumcising of the child, his name was called Yahushua,
Right.
which was so named after the angel before he was conceived in the womb.
Right.
And when the days of her purification, according to the law of Moses, were accomplished, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of the Lord, every male that openeth the womb shall be called holy to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice according to that which is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons.
That's good. That's perfect.
So that lets you know, hey, let's get real quick. Matthew chapter 1 and I'll start at 18. I'm finna prove a point. Okay, now I just went to the blue letter and I went to as well supposed, right? This what it say. To hold by custom or usage. Own as a custom or usage. To follow a custom of usage. Okay? A custom.
Which is another way of saying law, man.
Which was another con.
Like when Paul said in what's that, 1 Corinthians the 11th chapter, if there be any contention about this, we have no such custom. He was talking about the laws.
Right. Con. Go ahead, you read that.
Matthew 1 and 18. Now, the birth of Yahushua Mashiach was on this wise.
Was on this wise. Everybody can't get this understanding, man. This is for the saints, man. The mysteries of the kingdom. Go ahead.
When as his mother, Mary, was espoused to Joseph before they came together,
Now I said she was espoused to Joseph before they came together. Go ahead.
she was found with child of the Holy Spirit.
She was found with child of the Holy Spirit. Whole Luke 1.
So, Lockie, if I could say this too, this isn't a far-fetched scenario. This isn't something that you. So I'm gonna throw out. This isn't something that doesn't happen every day. They were engaged to be married.
Right.
They had sex before the wedding. That's why he wanted to put her away. It's not.
That's fair. That's fair.
Y'all just talk.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to prove that point. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Verse 19. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example,
Right?
was minded to put her away privily.
That's what I wanted right there. Why would Joseph, being a just man, want to put Mary away privately? Why?
Because it was a shame for a woman to be not a virgin.
Right. So she would have been what?
Stone.
She would have been stoned because she would have been considered as a whore.
She would have been in a wedding dress with a big old belly. It would have been obvious that she had sex before the wedding.
Con. And her father probably had to put her to death.
Con.
She would have been stoned.
If she didn't have them tokens of virginity, then
Right.
that's a
Con. That's a cuss. That's a law, man.
It would have been shit. It's embarrassing.
That's a law for Israel, man. Now watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 20. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived of her.
Hold. Now it say, take who? Now at first it said they was espoused. Then it said what?
Fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife.
Take marry thy wife.
It changed because they had sex.
Right.
Because marriage is sex.
Right.
If she was espoused, they were engaged, but once he had sex and she conceived, it was already his wife, even though they didn't have the wedding yet.
Right. So it was his wife.
Exactly. Because sex, the act of having sex is marriage. Like Elder Apostle Gabar always brings out, sex is cut. You break that hymen.
Right.
That's what marriage is.
Right. Sex means the cut. Right. Start verse 27. Now, this how you Christians, you so-called Christians destroy, because right here in Luke, this is another count when Gabriel came to Mary. So this is in Luke, happened before Matthew. Watch this. Read that.
This is Luke 1:27.
Sure, this code.
To a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph,
Right.
of the house of David,
Right.
and the virgin's name was Mary.
Right.
And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee.
Right.
Blessed art thou among women.
Right.
And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be.
Right.
And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with Yahweh.
Right.
And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahweh.
Now hold. It said thou what? Shall conceive. What does it say is in Matthew?
It's Matthew chapter 1, verse 19.
Right.
Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example,
Right.
was minded to put her away privily.
Right.
But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife,
Right.
for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit.
Now it say which is conceived. Here it say she shall conceive. See that?
What does conceive mean?
To take in.
To become pregnant.
Right. To take in seed.
Yeah,
Right,
but
right.
to become pregnant.
Right. That's why I was saying go to seed.
That's a straight cut, man.
Right,
It don't even
conceive.
make no sense however they breaking it down.
Right,
It don't make
right, it
no
don't.
sense.
It don't, bro. But like you said earlier, the wicked would do wickedly, and none of the wicked will understand. And 2/3 of our people.
They don't care.
Because a whole cut to that. Now go to Hebrews real quick again. Hebrews 2, verse 16. This is a cut, man. Hebrews 2 cuts all
What does
that.
that even mean, immaculate? Let me look at immaculate conception. What does
Right.
that even mean?
It probably ain't even a damn definition
I
of
want to see
that
what the
shit.
hell it means, immaculate conception.
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 16.
Right.
For verily he took not on him the nature of angels.
It say the Lord Yahweh Shah, who you in call Jesus, he took not on him the nature of angels, man. He didn't do that. Go ahead.
But he took on him the seed of Abraham.
He took on him the seed of Abraham, man. Come on, man. Leviticus 12:1 is the law. Except a woman shall conceive seed. Go ahead.
Wherefore, in all things, it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren.
Hey, somebody look up behoove for me, please.
This is going off, Rob. It's on Wikipedia. Immaculate conception. In Christian theology, that's why you can't learn nothing from these theological schools, man. In Christian theology, the Immaculate Conception is the conception of the Virgin Mary free from original sin. So you're trying to say Mary was perfect? It says free from original sin by virtue of merit of her son Yahushua. It said Jesus.
Okay, so you said what? They said Mary was she was holy. She wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, let's kill that. Get Matthew.
I got behooved right here.
Okay, get Matthew chapter 12, verse 50. Let's see what the Lord said by his own mama. Okay? Go ahead. You got behooved?
Yeah.
Go ahead, what did it say?
It says, it is a duty or responsibility for someone to do something.
Right. Now it said behooved him to be made like his brethren. Meaning according to the law, according to the customs of Israel, he came through the seed of man. He came from sperm. Okay? Sperm.
He had no choice.
He had no choice.
He had no choice. It is a duty or responsibility,
Right.
for someone to do something.
Good.
Hey, that's cold
You got
blooded.
to go to the blue level.
That's a cold.
That's why they worship Mary, man.
Right, right. I want to see what's in the blue level. Still going to read that.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 50.
Right.
Verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father.
Oh, started like 48. 47, 48.
They going off.
Verse 47.
Right.
Then one said unto him,
Right.
Behold.
Now then one said to the Lord, Yahweh Shah, right? Well, this is one of his disciples. Go ahead.
Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without,
Right.
desiring to speak with thee.
Right.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother?
Right.
And who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Nah, did it say that the Lord went out to see Mary? He don't say that, do it.
No.
Okay. He didn't go out to see her. But you so-called Christians, you whoever, Orthodox, Jew, or whatever, you Catholic and you Baptist and Methodist and Pentecostal, you Jehovah Wickedness, worshiping Mary, man. The Lord say, hey, we ain't dealing with that, man. But they big enough for her.
Read that last part over.
Matthew, the last verse.
Yeah, kind.
Matthew 12 and 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
So he just said his mother obviously wasn't doing the will of the Father. So how could she be perfect? How could she not be sinning? Because she said, that's not my mother, that's not my brother. She was doing her own thing.
Right.
That's why when she came, he'd be like, woman, what do you want? Right. See, she was not of the elect, man. Right. It was his mother, but she was not of the elect.
Right.
I'm going to go to the app. The app different from the website.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because obviously if she was down with him and was you know, he would have, he would have accepted it. But she wasn't.
Hey, all of that stress on the importance of a woman, that's a new thing,
I was
man.
just thinking, the Queen of Heaven shit.
That's a new thing in the earth,
When
man.
I was looking it up and looking into it, it really, you could see that they just were trying to push that worship for the woman, man. That's what that all is.
To their own downfall, too, man, because when you look at it, Jake ended up chasing a woman, he ended up putting her on a pedestal, and then she say, I want a real man.
Hey,
You know?
Hey, that's why Jake has such an affinity for their mother, man. Go back to the Virgin Mary. You see? That's why they mama's boys and all this shit. Right. You really supposed to idolize your father, man.
Right.
Not your damn mother.
That goes back to the Willie Lynch letters, though, too.
Right.
The obligation. Be on the obligation. Right.
Promoting strong women and weak men.
Right. So behoove said to be on the obligation, man. Hey, he had a comment to be behoove.
does that mean?
And when they say it behooved him to be like his brother, to be made like his brother.
Be under obligation.
To come on the sperm.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
To be under obligation, so meaning he had to. He had no choice.
Right.
Hey,
That's
once
the
it's
only way.
written,
The Lord set it up like that.
But when you think about Genesis, he said what? A lawgiver should not depart from his feet until Shiloh come.
Right, gone.
And then the prophecy that was given to King David, that out of his loins the
Right.
Messiah was gonna come. He had to come through that. He had to come through that flesh, man.
That's why the angel told Joseph, the son of David,
Right.
to let him know.
Right.
Man, these damn
We fulfilling
How
prophecy.
stupid these people stupid, bro.
That's plain.
But yeah, that's plain. But anyway,
But to the pure, all
moving
things
on.
are pure, man.
Moving on.
moving on. Hey,
we pretty much sliced the knife that
back to the destruction that is at hand, though.
God, let me go back. I never finished Jeremiah.
You get 2 Peter, man. 3 and 10. 2
We
Peter.
finished our
3 and
we
10.
talking about the destruction of Babylon.
Right.
Back in Jeremiah 50, I'll start at verse 42, because we were going into it before, but I mentioned it before that even in the scripture itself, it referenced Babylon as a daughter of Babylon, which is what we're going to get into. So Jeremiah 50 and 42. They shall hold the bow and the lance, they are cruel, and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. The king of Babylon had heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail.
That's happening to the Edomites right now, man. Because they see the brothers out here on the highways and byways pushing the truth. Okay, on the YouTube, they see these things happening right now, man. They know the prophecies. They see it. So this is happening to them right now, man.
Verse 44. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her, and who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me at the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me?
Yahweh Shah.
None. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans.
Against you so-called white people, go ahead.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
And that's Amalek, man. For those who don't have understanding, that's those Israelis.
Right.
They're gonna draw out the rest of their brethren into this World War III, man.
And they doing that right now. Messing with Benjamin, that not a Jew.
What is that? 100? I heard about something before I came to camp about 100 missiles from Gaza hitting Israel. Come on, man. And that least of the flock is gonna draw them out, man.
And you know that's so true, because anytime Israel gets into anything, the U.S. is right there to back them up, man. So the least of the flock is gonna draw Babylon the Great, which is America, out.
Then they got a video talking about Trump ruling, how Benjamin, that's not a Jew, just named a city and God, what it is, what the city they just took over from the Palestinians?
Golan Heights.
Golan Heights. Trump got a name in one of the streets or something. He got a name in the city.
Wow.
Yeah, Benjamin, that's not a Jew, just put it up. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
One more verse. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Hey, that's Job chapter 20, man. The Lord said he will rain down missiles on their habitation, man. Go ahead.
At the noise of the taking of Babylon.
There it is, the noise from what? The missiles, man. Go ahead.
The earth is moved.
Hey, that's Isaiah 24 and 18. Isaiah 24 and 20, 19, 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a trumpet. Go ahead.
And the cry is heard among the nations.
Hey, because what did it say? It say nations. Now, I don't know, when you look that up, it probably say Goriyam. It's gonna say Goyim in the blue letter, but the Hebrew word is Goriyam. But the nation will tell you in Revelation 18, Then they stood afar off and they was what? Crying from the smoke of her burning.
Because the merchants, man, they got rich over here.
Right, man. Just filthy rich, man. Filthy.
Yeah, man. Beta. Simps.
Yahweh or something.
Right. Say nations, heathen.
Nation people, usually of non-Hebrew people.
Right.
Right.
That's what the
Right. They call it Goyim.
Goyim.
G-O-Y-I-M.
Jew.
Right. But in Hebrew is Goyim. Right. Yeah, man. So that's how many heathen nations.
And for you modern Christians, man, look, you and those so-called Jews, y'all the same people, man. Y'all the same people, man. You ain't no Anglo-Saxon. You an Edomite, just like your Jewish yarmulke wearing Edomites. They your brethren, all right? Y'all La Familia, all right? Y'all blood in, blood out, man. Ain't nothing separate about y'all, man.
Nothing but laying mass.
Right.
That's it.
Just like you Russian Edomites. You no different from these dumbass Americans. You a so-called white man in Russia. You're an Edomite in Russia, man. You French Edomites, y'all ain't different from these Americans. Y'all might be a little bit smarter, but y'all are Edomites as well, man. And that's a covering cast, man. That shit's gotta come down.
This is Isaiah 34:5.
Now this is gonna happen to all you Edomites. The brother just told you, all y'all come from the same forefather, Esau. It don't matter where you stay at. And you all have one judgment, okay? Destruction. Now these peon Edomites, they gonna burn up. But you elites, y'all gonna be safe until the missiles finish dropping. And y'all ass going to change, man. Go ahead.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Right.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Who?
Idumea.
Idumea is you Edomites. Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Hold on, the Lord got a curse with Idumeans?
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Hey, man, that's destruction for you, man. Go ahead, read that verse.
The sword, verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
Right.
It is made fat with fatness.
Right.
And the blood of lambs and goats with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra.
In Basra. Right.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Hey, that's wherever you Edomites dwell at. Okay? And everybody that's joined to you, man. Got that?
Yeah. This is Psalms. Yeah. So that 5?
Yeah.
This is Psalms 149 and 5.
And this is all the judgment for you Edomites, man. Go ahead.
Let the saints be joyful in glory.
Right.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Right.
Let the high praises of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai be in their mouth.
Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakodash.
And a two-edged sword in their hand. To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Who is the heathen? The so-called white man.
And the rest of you guys.
And you Chinese and Japanese.
Yeah, cause you Ishmaelites, man, y'all Negroes.
Right.
Y'all niggas got a lot to pay for,
You
man.
Ishmaelites. You Arabs.
We always get on Esau, but
Yeah.
Hey.
And you Hamites, you Hamites, you Philistines used to afflict our forefather King David. Y'all got a lot to pay for too, man. You Cushites, damn Samaritans pretending like y'all our people. Y'all got a lot to pay for too, man. Don't let Esau get it confused, man. Y'all all on our hit list, man.
You fly eating Ethiopians.
Right.
All of you.
Y'all all on the hit list, man.
to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people.
Right.
To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Hey, that's all you high class, all you super elites, to bind you with chains and fetters of iron, man. Okay, go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord.
Who are the saints? Hold on. Psalm 148 and 14. Who are the saints? according to the Bible, let's see who the saints is.
Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people,
Right.
the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai.
Hey, people near unto him, man. He said in Leviticus 20 and 26 that he severed us, man, from other people, cut us off. Okay? The Lord set a pie out, and he cut a slice of it out, and that was the 12 tribes of Israel, the elect. The rest of the pie is dog food, man. Okay? Right, like a shit pie.
Straight up, like the help.
Right.
Straight shit pie.
A vomit cake.
Revelations chapter 13, verse 9.
Right.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
All you so-called white people, listen up.
He that leadeth into captivity
Done.
shall go into captivity.
Done.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And that's why I wanted the brother to read Psalm 148 and 14. So they say, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. We here in Babylon, in the great daughter of Babylon, mystery of Babylon, we waiting patiently. Oh, get Psalm 28 for our Heavenly Father to take down these wicked people, man.
And that's what you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans supposed to want, man. You're supposed to want revenge for what's been done to your people, man. You're not supposed to let bygones be bygones. When has the so-called white man ever let bygones be bygones? When 9/11 happened, they killed millions of people.
Millions, man.
Millions of people.
And they still starving today.
And they still killing people right now.
Listen, man. We supposed to be on our Kill Bill in our Kill Bill mode.
Straight up, man.
Straight up.
It ain't like
We going on. Hey, Vivica Gay Fox going. Hey, we going all down the line. We taking everybody out.
But when you go into that movie Kill Bill, hey, everybody she met up with, she was ready to die about that revenge, man. She was ready to die right there, man.
You never seen Kill Bill?
And the Lord is doing that in the spirit, man. The Lord got brothers out here, and we proclaiming the judgment, and we warning the people, but we patiently are waiting for that vengeance, man.
And how could you feel sorry if Slocket, if you watch the movie Kill Bill, how could you feel sorry for anybody that she was taking out? It's a righteous thing to recompense them who trouble you.
Right, man.
Beautiful.
I got a quick precept. Back y'all up on we should be wondering this. This is 2 Peter 3. I'm going to start at verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh the Most High, where in the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Hey, man, we hasten in the day of the Lord, man.
There's one more. Go ahead. Verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
So brother, what kind of conduct are you supposed to be at in these times, man? Understanding the bigger picture, man. We all dwell in the flesh, We want things that pertain unto the flesh, but we also want them in righteousness, man. Call Allah, but we also want all of these things in righteousness, man. That's why I say we waiting on the new heaven and the new earth, man. We don't want none of these. Like we deal in the world and we walk in the world, not being of the world, but we don't want no parts of this, man. Ain't nothing to profit for you in here, man. Even if the Lord gave you 12 women, in the back of your mind, none of them righteous, man. That's why we wait for new heavens and new earth wherein dwells righteousness, man.
Hey, kings don't eat leftovers.
Right, bro. That's an excellent analogy.
Proverbs 11, starting 18. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. They that are a forward heart are abomination to the Lord.
Right.
But such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Hey, Judgment is due, man. Read that one more time, Mark. Last line.
It says, Proverbs 11 and 21.
Right.
Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Right.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Now, to answer that verse, Proverbs 11:21, about hand joined in hand, let's get Isaiah 13 and 15. Now, this is the word conversation in 2 Peter 3 when they say, what manner of person are you ought to be in our holy conversation? Word conversation is G390, and it say manner of life, conduct, behavior. It's a manner of life to push this truth, man.
And to live this shit,
This
man.
is to live. This
Lock
is.
it.
It's nothing else but it. It's nothing else but this, man. This truth. You should be thriving for this truth, man. Everything else is BS, man. It's either this truth or nothing, man. You either gonna be with your heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, or you're gonna be destroyed, man. It ain't even. You can't even pick a side with Satan, man. Okay? Cause Satan doing work for the Lord, man. So guess what?
Like brothers always say, Satan always want his money back too, man.
Right.
Satan make a deal with you, but he always want a refund.
Good.
I always gotta pay up.
Yeah, man. You got that.
Isaiah 13
And this is the answer of Proverbs 11:21 by hand joining hand.
Isaiah 13 and 15.
Right.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
And that's talking about starting with Esau, Edom, and all these heathen nations, man. All these heathen nations that had us in captivity, man. Go ahead.
And everyone that is joined unto them.
Who's joined to these Edomites? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. West Indian and Haitians. You joined to them, man. And the Lord said you will be destroyed for that, man. Go ahead,
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Okay? And that ain't talking about no ancient swords, man.
Right.
That's talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles, man.
And it's talking about hollow tips,
Right.
explosive
The
rounds,
modern day sword, right.
defensive shells, whatever you have.
Right.
See brothers out here dying by ninja stars.
Bio warfare,
Yeah.
bio warfare, famine, right?
Sound cannons, microwave cannons.
Go ahead, go ahead.
One more verse. Read a little more. It
Verse
says,
16, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
And that comes from Psalm 137. Okay, go ahead.
Their houses shall be spoiled,
Right.
and their wives ravished.
Hey, and we taking all that, man. The Lord said the kingdom shall be translated, man. Okay?
They shall take the kingdom.
We shall take the kingdom, man.
No, they gonna ask for it.
No, we taking it. Okay, because Psalm chapter 40 say, the Lord finna give us, we shall mount up like eagle wings, man. We shall run and not get weary. And what Leviticus 20 said, 100 of us shall put 10,000 to flight, man. Okay? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
Putting these down. They men to death, killing their children. We brought it out before.
Bashing their head.
We gonna-
They did the same thing to the natives.
We're going to be ravishing their wives.
They took,
Thus saith Yahweh Shai.
the so-called Mexicans to the Israelites, took their babies and bashed their heads against the wall. Hey man, Andrew Jackson, the Indian killer, got a lot to pay for, man.
His descendants gonna pay for it.
Right.
Put
These
our
so-called
children
white
by the
people
river
today
and
gonna pay
Gator
for
Bait
it.
and shit.
All these descendants.
These so-called white people today gonna pay for that. That's why the Lord said if the children be multiplied, it's multiplied for the sword.
man.
That's why the Lord let them get all fat and plump and old and
Right.
shit.
Living good.
So he can make them game or sport for the hunters that he's about to create.
Oh,
man.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful you said that. Go ahead, read
Yeah,
that.
you just put a picture in my mind. These damn Americans are so damn
Now,
out
let
of
me read
shape. They're gonna be in a bad case, bro. When we actually hunting them, bro, they can't. They so fat and they can't. Oh my god.
It's gonna be a sport, man.
It ain't even gonna be a thrill, man. We're gonna have spiritual powers.
Well, that's the beauty of the Lord, because the Lord gonna have all they mighty men really go at each other and kill each other. So what's gonna be left is gonna be slim pickings, man.
This is Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
That's why he said in Psalm 50, you thought that I was all together as like you, man. So he letting you build up that town like the brother was saying earlier, man. Okay? Y'all sins have reached into the heavens, man. I'm going to read this because you just made a beautiful point. This is Proverbs 10 and 23. It is as a sport to a fool to do mischief. So a man to understand and have wisdom.
So what's going to be the back end? It's going to be a sport to the righteous to put you to death.
Done.
Brothers is going to enjoy that, man.
Right. Right. This is let me see. Second Esdras, chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at 16. I'm gonna start at like 28. It says, are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have the dominion over Zion? For when I came thither and had seen iniquities without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 30th year, Salakia. So that my heart failed me, for I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning,
Right.
and has spared wicked doers, and has destroyed thy people.
And brothers go through that. Oh, Slaki, brother.
No. You good.
Brothers go through that meditation, man. You sitting in captivity and you looking at Esau and the rest of these nations like, Lord, how the hell you just gonna let them win like this? When they gonna get to feel what we see in the spirit, man? You know, you anguish, and Esdras brought out all the questions that brothers be having when you first come into this truth, man. Like, why you suffering the wicked to last this long? Why we getting hit? Why we getting our ass beat like this? And you said you love us. That's why the Lord said, wherein as thou loved us. Because Jake was like, man, I've been getting my ass beat, man. How you love? But Jake didn't realize that the Lord set all these other nations by slippery slopes. Because we getting the judgment first off. The Lord beating us up right now. That prolonged judgment come with interest. That's why the Lord go ahead and get to it with us. That's why we go in and out of captivity, because the Lord don't prolong our judgment. He give it to us straight. Because if he prolong it, he gonna double it. And that's what's happening to the heathens. Now we getting to the end of the chapter, and heathens are about to suffer gravely for what they've done.
You let them stack them up to the heavens. They sent to the heavens.
If I could say, Jake be on that woe is me attitude like Esau, man.
Right.
They don't understand that the Lord said he chastens who he loves, man.
Exactly. He chastises who he loves. Exactly.
And it's a part of being the firstborn son, man. When you understand the way the Lord works and the way his master worked, the way what he's given us to understand, you understand that with that firstborn title comes that responsibility. Meaning you gonna have to get your ass beat sometimes. That's the only way you gonna know. You gotta feel it. You gotta touch that stove to know it's hot. And that's what happened all the way from the garden until now. Once that seed, that one little bit of disobedience, the Lord was like, all right, I'm gonna let you go all the way. I'm gonna let you go all the way, bro. Then you gonna come around on the back end and you gonna see what I told you. You should have just did what I told you from the get-go. Cause I'm gonna let you go the whole way. I'm not gonna, you know.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 15. All things have I seen in the days of my vanity. There is a just man that perisheth in his righteousness, and there is a wicked man that prolongeth his life in his wickedness.
And that's why people cleave unto these so-called white people in these other nations. Because they see them winning and they like, well, that has to be the way. That's why Jake will sell his soul or defile himself to go into these music industries, because Jake willing to do whatever he got to do to win, man. And in this world, that means follow the wicked. You got it, brother. Yeah, Jake willing to do anything to win, man.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right.
Therefore the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. That's beautiful.
To their own demise, man.
Right.
And
Because-
you always say they're not considered a latter end.
Right. Because the end of this whole era, the end of this society, the end of this humanity is gonna be so grievous because they didn't even think of judgment. They not even considering that they doing something wrong right now.
They
That's
Precept.
that's the
they thought they was just gonna walk out of the casino with all the money.
Right.
After they done stole.
Like this a Clint Eastwood movie. You just
Yeah.
go with your cigar, you just walking away or riding away on the
Until the sunset.
and the credits start rolling. Nah, bro.
Like
Hey,
you-
all
Get
of
your
a
ass
sudden you
back
get
over
that.
here.
Get over here.
Right.
like
Come
you were
back.
saying earlier, they done adopted that Edomite mindset of that short-term thinking, like Esau had
Right.
in the garden. He wasn't thinking about the long term, and Jake, they fully took on that ideal, how you say it,
That doctrine, that philosophy.
Ideology,
the ideology, man, that short-term thinking.
Cause that, I mean, basically when you reject Yahweh Shemel Shai, you basically doing what Esau did.
Right.
What good is my birthright right now? I'm trying to win right now.
He said, you're of your father, the devil, man.
We talking about heaven. I'm talking
Just like
about right
your
now.
daddy.
You talking about
Lust of your heart.
you talking about the kingdom of the Most High. I'm trying to get this 3-bed, 2-bath right now.
Right now. right.
ASAP. If the Most High, if I'm the chosen, tell the Most High to let this approval go so I can get this 4-bedroom in.
What it is, is what you always say. It's what you always say, though, because like you said, they're of their father, they're of their father, the devil, right? And Esau is carnal, and you always bring out the natural man receiveth nothing. So Jake is carnal, man.
Jake
They
want
want
this.
their reward now. You see?
Jake want that set. Like Jake don't have an abundance mindset.
Can't see.
Jake can't see past his apartment. Jake can't see past his one little
Jake
2-bedroom
can't see
house.
past Friday, man. He's
Right.
working on Friday, and then Friday comes, he's gone, and then he's working on
Monday
Friday
they
again.
broke. Monday they broke.
He can't see past Friday, man.
Right.
And it's all backwards because you think about it. Jake is spending all of his resources to try to get him a woman who has options. Who can literally do this with 3 or 4 of y'all in rotation.
Right, in rotation.
Oh, you want to take me out? She'll take you out.
That's why
She'll
it's a
have
waste
you
of
take
time.
out on Monday. She'll have another dude take out on Tuesday, and everybody cashing
That's
out.
why it's a waste of time.
You get married, you go down there to Esau, you get married, right? You get that ring on your damn finger. Your old lady get knocked up. Guess what? You on hook for the child, man. I could bang your wife and get her pregnant, and you gotta pay for that child for the rest of your life. Because you on the contract.
Or they hit you with alimony.
You know that? It's crazy. How the fuck? We can get tested right now and say, I'm the father, but you married, you on the hook.
Right.
That's
Wicked, man.
That Elder Gabar was doing a video on that earlier this week. When you go into marriage, you're entering that contract with the state.
it's a contract, huh?
And you're the lesser
Between
party in that.
you and the season.
And that's why your kids be
That's how.
estate.
My bad.
Good.
Listen, bro, ain't nothing changed, bro. When I was really meditating on this, man, like I was like, nothing has changed from slavery. And the only difference is all our brothers are in prison working for free.
The change went from physical.
Nothing changed.
That's why it said the natural man can't receive it.
Right.
In order to, you got to be spiritual. You got to understand the chains are not physical. They're spiritual.
Mental, right.
Yes, they're all spiritual contracts.
He said he'll put the yoke of iron on your neck till he destroyed you. Man.
And then you gonna take the iron off your neck because you destroyed already.
Right.
I ain't gotta put an iron on your neck now.
You ain't running nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
You got the invisible color like a dog.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You ain't going nowhere because you love the perks that you getting from us now.
Yep.
You can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. Because the scripture said you was going to go to your enemy and want of all things.
All
Where the
things.
fuck you going to go?
Right.
We ain't got nothing. You can't come to me. I ain't got shit.
I'm finna go to Jamaica. You'll be back.
The Jamaicans
back.
got to answer to the damn British.
Right.
No matter where you go, you got to answer to an Edomite.
I'm going to London. You'll be back.
No
Like,
matter.
hey, no. We all gonna get together, put our money together, and we're gonna build up our own shit, Black Wall Street.
I was going to say, no matter where you go, you're under that Federal Reserve, that banking system, man. You know?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 12. It say, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear power, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before power.
Yeah, man. Jake don't have an abundance mindset. Jake don't see the end game, like the Avengers. Jake don't see the end game, man. Jake see episode 1 and that's it, man. The Lord got a plan that's far more abundant than what Jake is striving for here, man. You just want to be a glorified servant here, man, because that's all you will ever be as an Israelite man or woman in this captivity. All you'll be is a glorified servant, man.
Got a precept.
You got it.
This is Job chapter 4 and verse 6. I'm gonna start at 6. Is not this thy fear, thy confidence, thy hope, and the uprightness of thy ways? Remember, I pray thee, whomever perish, being innocent, for well were the righteous cut off. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
Exactly.
By the blast of power they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed.
And that's what the Lord has given us as an understanding. We understand that no matter how long their days have been prolonged, eventually they're gonna have to pay this tab of wickedness.
Right.
And Jake don't grab that kind of concept, and that's why the Lord has put him in captivity as a homeborn slave. So now you don't have to put a chain on Jake. Jake don't want to run nowhere, man. Jake has accepted his fate as a servant in the kingdom of the so-called white man. He's accepted his place as a second-class citizen in white supremacy, man. He's accepted that position, man. That's why he embodies being a nigga, man. That's why he embodies that. He tries to perfect that. I'm a beast. I'm a dog, man. Jake tries to perfect that what he's been given, because Master gave it to him. It's just like a house dog, man. If you feed that dog every day, you give him treats, that you can open your door. You might go out there and run around a little bit, but he gonna bring his ass back.
Yeah, he coming right back. Yeah.
Because you giving him treats and little trinkets and shit, man.
I got a precept. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived.
That's that my bad. Like that. That's that Israel is a homeborn slave, man.
Yeah, bro. Jake don't see anything bigger than this, man. And Jake all about himself, man. Jake don't have a nation mentality, man. Jake has a me mentality, which further destroys his own nation, man.
Willie Lynch, man.
Yep.
They plan on destroying them for generations.
Hey, and that's crazy. Hey, that Isaiah 1, right? What it say? The ox know of his owner. The dog know his owner when you feed him good. Hey, Jake know they own him. Who feeding them good? I got a good job. What the dude came when we stay right here? I got a good job. I can't be out here no job. My boss man see me. That's that dog.
That's why he's on his father.
He gonna go play, but he coming back to mouse.
Hey, he took the leash off. I can't.
You saw that video Pastor Barr did about 15 corporations that
Benefited off the slave.
But he made a statement. He was like eating Eve, right? He said, you just want to get one of them good jobs. That's your dream, to get one of them jobs from Master, man. From good benefit.
What was was it Edna? Was it insurance?
Yeah, but in general, that's even Jake though. You want a good corporate job, man. That's what Jake wants, man.
Right.
And the good corporate job,
Have a bad
all these other
bitch.
niggas. As long as I can make it and I'm driving, they
Right, have a bad bitch driving Lexus.
But Jake got a turn for that. Jake said, I just play the game, man.
Right.
Hey, that's what it was.
That's what
it's our way to seek love.
That's what Steve Harvey said when he had to sit down with Monique.
With Monique, yeah.
And he was like, hey, this is the money game. We gotta sell our soul or do whatever it takes to get this money. We gonna some bullshit.
And it's a homeborn slave mentality. Salaki, brother.
If you look at it too, where are the good jobs usually at? In the cold, where you inside, where you sitting down, and when the bad jobs, it's like slavery. The house niggas,
Right.
and the bad jobs is outside.
You're gonna get paid for it, yeah.
Right.
Why? Because you right up under Esau, man. You gotta conform. You gotta put on that
Trim
suit,
that way to see
yeah.
Lord, like
but
you
you in the
said.
field, you can just be but them house niggas, you gotta.
Yeah, feel you. You be all pushed out. Right. But you in that office, you gotta.
You getting that
they
good
gotta be
bread,
booty
yeah.
face.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, what you
Hey,
just
when
said?
you in the kitchen serving that dinner, you gotta be in your, you know what I'm saying, the right attire. That's
Hey,
crazy.
you gotta trim your weight.
Yeah.
This place is something else.
Man,
You have to
fuck
but our understanding is comfort because it shows you that the Lord set them by slippery slope. So that's why we're gonna enjoy watching these cold coffee fanatics walking around here running for their life, man. Jay gonna be enjoying that shit, man. You gonna be. Con, you got it. You got it.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
And we stand with great boldness because we know who we worship. We know what we worship, and we know how this plays out in the end. We know the real end game.
And we know y'all in trouble with terrible fear.
Right.
If y'all get scared and upset, Jax from Mortal Kombat freeing the slave. Imagine how we got y'all shook.
Man, we got y'all shook. Glory, man. We ain't even get
This is just disgusting. Black Lives Matter wet dream. I'm done with it.
I used to like Jax.
This nigga said,
I used to like Jax.
This nigga said, I'm home. I ain't got no job.
I'm still looking for work.
Nigga said, I'm gonna fucking play some video games to get my mind off of this place.
Yo, that time to kill me though. He said, Black Lives Matter wet dream.
Oh my God.
This is what
I used to want to see a Jake Vegas so bad, bro.
You know what? That's why they never wanted to give you Negroes equality. They know that you Negroes, if you had a fair shot, you outshine these peons.
Show you that they got perpetual hatred too, man. Right. Never ending.
Yeah, like you can't have a fictional video game. You can't have your fantasy of having in a video game.
You know, and you making an assumption. How you know everybody else is white? They could have been in Africa. You don't know. You just going left with it.
But yo,
where are the white people? Why is it all these black people?
check this out, bro. Esau could never put us on an even playing field because he knows that we're smart, and if we had access to all the knowledge, we would have been figured this out.
There is no even playing field.
That's what I'm saying.
They said the elder shall serve the younger, and one is stronger.
That's why he kept us in the worst school. He did his best to try to keep us from getting knowledge.
The worst schools. That's why they had a big issue when we were trying to integrate. They were like, nah, man, we don't want them in our schools. Keep them over there.
This is John chapter 15, verse 26. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send, you just mentioned this, so I had to get this. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning.
And we're comforted by the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man.
Right.
We're comforted by the Lord saying, look, even though you've done wrong, I got you. Don't worry about that. Let's move forward. And the comfort of knowing, look, you ain't gotta, don't even worry about your enemies. I got something that I'm already putting in motion right now. To take care of them. Don't even worry about them. Worry about this salvation. Worry about what I gave you. Worry about getting your heritage back. Because I got you on that. You ain't gotta worry about your enemies. You ain't gotta worry about where you gonna be at in the days. If you can receive it.
Second Exodus.
I got you.
So basically, what is the comfort? The scriptures, right? But the comfort is Yahweh Shai, right? Supping with you, I'm giving you the wisdom and knowledge to understand the scripture. So basically, it's the good news, the gospel. It's all the same thing.
So this St. John chapter 16, verse 7, it say, nevertheless, I tell you the truth, it is expedient for you that I go away, for if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart,
we weren't going to have that same understanding, man.
Right.
We weren't going to be able to receive the understanding, because even when Yahweh Shai was dealing with the disciples, it was certain things that Yahweh Shai was saying that was just going flat over their head, because he had to go to the Father for us to receive it.
Right, because that make you study harder, man. That make you study more. To make you do more. Because if you got your teacher with you all the time, you always with him every day, 24/7.
It's like having a smartphone.
He your smart, right. Like you say, if this happens, what happens? You know, it's going to do it. No, go search that shit out yourself.
Right.
That's
do your own study.
That's so cold. forever, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was there breaking it and they didn't understand it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So when
Like,
he
I gotta
left,
That's
go,
why he
I
said
gotta
it
go
was
away.
it was
Yeah.
expedient
Right.
that
Wow.
he should leave. Because
Man.
what happened in Revelation?
That's crazy.
Who's worthy to open up the seals of the book?
Right.
For a portion of time it was sealed, and Yahweh Shah had to go back to the Father to break them
And then
seals.
Acts, when he told him in Acts 1, he said, go back to Jerusalem
Right.
and wait till the Holy Spirit come over
Exactly.
you. And you gonna know all things.
Because he had already, because that was him unsealing the books.
Right.
He had to go to the Father. So now we have what? It's comfort. Now we know, all right, so-called white man, that's the base, that's the bottom of men. The
Right.
other nations think evil. Our joy is that we're going to rule over all these other nations.
Right.
Our joy is that we're going to witness our enemy's destruction. We're going to wash our feet in the blood of the wicked.
Right.
In due time. That's
Right,
the patience
right.
and the faith of the saints.
Good.
That's comfort. That's something to wake up
That's
like,
comfort,
man, I don't
like-
care how bad my day
Hey,
is.
boy, I know what's coming.
I know the conclusion of the matter.
Hey,
That's the good news
Hey.
of it all.
that's the end of the movie too. Hey, so it finished out saying, but if I depart, I will send him unto you.
And that's that truth, man. That's not Tazadokia, man.
Right.
That's the actual understanding of the scriptures, man.
Remain right.
Right.
Read this one. This is chapter 16, St. John 16:33. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. And in the world ye should have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world.
And that's why we got to be of good cheer, man. Because the Lord conquered this, man.
Right.
Every obstacle that's in our way, the Lord conquered it, man.
The Lord keep it real too, man. He don't lie. He tell you
He ain't
gonna have
sugarcoating
tribulation.
nothing.
He told you right there, you're gonna have tribulation.
Right.
But you got comfort, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. Be of good cheer. Hey, so hey, good.
The Lord already beat this game, man.
Right.
And he's the firstborn of what? Of many brethren.
Right. Many
So he was the example of, look, if I did it, when I come back, y'all gonna do it too, man.
Right. That's why I
it's so important
understood.
for him to go away so we can appreciate him like you said and understand.
Right.
God.
That's why I understood when he said in Hebrews 2 that he was made like his brethren. It behooved him.
Yeah, to prove to them.
We'll know. Okay, man, our big brother went through that.
But if
We
he
didn't even go through half of what he went through.
if he was an angel and he was perfect, you wouldn't look at him the same.
Exactly.
You like, man, this nigga, he
Right,
you know,
right.
he was ass,
Right.
you know. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well,
He
it's
killed
easy
every
not
inch
to
of-
sin when
Yeah,
you
Kyle, you know, Jay.
You know,
Right.
Jay,
Yeah, Kyle.
Newport Jay, it's easy to do that when you an angel.
Right.
I was born out of, my mama womb. I came up in a project.
The Lord did that to
Regular
shut
man,
your mouth so
you
you
know?
had shit to say.
Right. The Lord came up worse than we did.
And
God,
that
you
makes
got
him
one shot,
that
man.
makes him a better mediator because he know how it feels to be tempted in the flesh. You know how it feels to be a man and to see tails just walking everywhere and about. You know how that feels, man.
Bro, what better teacher can you be if your student actually saw you come from the bottom to the top?
I was just finna say,
Like that's
where the Lord came from?
from the bottom.
Nazareth. What good
was
come
coming
out of
from well?
Nazareth? What good could come out of Nazareth?
That mean he came from what? Straight from the hood.
Right.
Good.
Straight from the ghetto. Come on, man.
Bro, ghetto.
That's why they kept saying, ain't that
Ain't that Joshua's
place of
son?
the Jews.
off of this
Right,
side?
right. Who father,
Dwelling
mother,
place of
Mary
the
was right.
Ghetto.
Lord came straight
They
from the
probably
hood.
like, man, she got pregnant before and everything.
Right.
No, Jack, man.
If this ain't us, like, come on.
And even his two older brothers didn't believe, man. But then their younger brother was the Messiah. Hey, straight from the hood, man.
Straight from the
Where
day.
we at? We coming straight from the hood.
Ain't nothing good
Just
coming
like
out
our big
of ain't nothing good coming out of Parker. Ain't nothing good coming out of Pine Hill.
I'm telling you.
What you talking about, man?
Tell
I
me.
saw you at the fence store the other day.
These the ones all over the street, though.
That's because Jake Carnal, man.
Right.
Jake is a beast, man. Jake has become the beast man. He's become a chocolate Edomite, man. So all he can believe is what he can see with his own eyes, man. So if Jake was expecting Yahweh Shah to come with a purple garment, posted up on a cloud, just slowly descending, like, yeah, I'm here. Shiloh back. Well, Jake in the ancient world, that's why they couldn't receive Yahweh Shah. It was like, man, this is the son of a carpet. If you the son of the Most High, get yourself off that cross.
Like I said, the way he carried himself, he was austere. Just everything about him, man.
Spoke with authority, not as the scribes.
This is our precept to St. John 16:33. So this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. You shall have tribulation 10 days, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
So you got to be willing to lay this life here down, man. And
Right.
when you look at the bigger picture, what's one life compared to eternity, man?
Son,
Nothing.
nothing, man.
And the scripture says Yahweh Shai already conquered death, so
Right,
you know,
bro.
what the word? You just
That's that
hey, that's
comfort,
a,
man.
So if you get put to death, that's a quick, easy death, and you waiting to come back. You know what I'm saying? Lord's willing, you part of your elect. The dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first.
Right.
You know, so you up there waiting, getting on Yahweh, man, send Yahweh Shai back, man. You know? Here you still catching up, you in the flesh. You still going through trials and tribulations, man.
But that's why Paul said death is gain, man.
Right.
Death is a W for a man of the Lord.
God's game, but
And
to
that's
live
why
is your
Job
house.
wanted to go back
That's
in the
why
spirit
Job,
world.
exactly.
You know, why did the knees prevent me? You know?
He said the wicked cease to trouble there.
Where the princes and all that are at peace. Yeah.
At rest, man.
Yeah, it says, this is Job 3 and 17. What, 3 and 17? There the wicked cease from trouble, and there the weary be at rest.
Right.
There the prisoners rest together, they hear not the voice of the oppressor.
Hey, that's the kingdom, man. They back to the spirit world, I mean.
The small and the great are there, and the servant is free from his master.
But that's talking about the kingdom right there, man. That's the kingdom, man, all day. It's spiritual world to the kingdom, man.
We gonna be
Let it
free,
done
man.
on earth as it is in heaven.
Right.
Right now that's how it is, but it's gonna be done here, man.
Right. Done.
And the earth is actually gonna be enjoyed for once. I mean, you got to think about, like, from the garden until now, like, the Lord created everything to have its own being, and Adam transgressed almost ASAP.
Right.
Like the moment creation happened and the Lord put us out here, we wasn't even out here that long before. All right, well, they done made this bad decision. Now I got to see it through, all the way to 2019, from the garden to 2019 and beyond. They're gonna have to feel it until I feel like I've seen enough.
Think about that. He made the earth for Adam. He let him name everything. He did everything for him, man.
And now,
Bro, you just know Adam was just, just fly back then too, just walking amongst the trees, and everybody just like, who is that dude? Adam is that dude.
When they say trees, it's talking about the other nations.
Yeah,
You know, the other
that's what I'm
nations.
saying. They were just hating, man.
He was shining, bro. He had the breath of Yahweh. He had the life in him, man.
Hey, Adam was the first stunner, bro.
Ezekiel tell you that he was
I got
on
it.
the trees of the car.
I got it. I got that.
Then you got Mark. The dude in Mark say he saw me in the trees walking in the vision. That's in Mark. Go ahead. Go ahead. Still bring it out though. Still bring it out real quick.
1 Thessalonians 4, verse 16. For the Lord himself has descended from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel.
That ain't never passed, brother. Because in Matthew 25, he said when them 5 foolish and them 5 wise, he said at midnight, the Lord did what? He came out with a great cry. Right? That's in Matthew 25. Go ahead.
with the voice of the archangel,
Right.
and with the trump of Yahweh.
Right.
And the dead in Yahweh Shai and Mashiach shall rise first.
Right.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Now hold, it's a precept to that. Get Revelation 11 and 12. That's a precept. Hold. Right with that. We shall be what? Caught away him together in the air, right?
Change to the twinkling of an
Revelation
eye.
chapter 11 verse 12.
Right.
And they heard a great voice from heaven.
What?
And they heard a great voice from
Now that's
heaven
the same voice you just read in 1 Thessalonians 4:16, right? Go ahead.
saying unto them, Come up hither.
Okay.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Hey, that's the precept, the 1 Thessalonians 4:16, man. Yeah, man. Beautiful.
Hey, the same Yahweh Shai will come back in like manner.
Hey,
Same one that you see get beamed up. Coming back the same
Where it said, why standing there marveling? The same way I
go
left.
do the work. Go do the work.
And you gotta
They
understand
standing there like,
how easy it is for the angels to receive Like that's why it's like a small thing to like the Lord got to tell us, look, marvel not, fear not. The angels like, man, what y'all? For us, it's gonna be about 30 minutes. We're gonna be back. You know, because up there time is like,
We'll be
you
back
know,
in
what
10
y'all
minutes.
marveling for? Like, we're gonna be right back.
Right.
This ain't nothing.
Hey, and they know the conclusion.
Come on, man. So they like, man, fear not. That's why Yahushua was always all still like, why did you doubt? Because in the heavens, like, it's all known. Like, it ain't no question. It ain't no, oh, is Yahushua Shemashah that powerful? Is he gonna come through? Like, they already know how this thing playing out. They just watching it and enjoying the movie.
Point. That's a beautiful point, huh?
That's why they rejoice whenever one sinner repents.
They already know.
They already know how it's playing out.
Hey, that's faith, man. Faith is a big thing because you know you gotta wait, bro. Like I always think about Peter and them when Yahushua told him, look, it ain't for you to know right now, man. Because that faith, man,
Too far off.
it's too far off, man. You will lose sight, man. Your tunnel vision, shit gonna start to hit us.
That's why he sealed the books up and opened it up at the end.
Right.
It was too vision is
much,
yet
man.
for a point in time, man. At
Right.
the end it shall speak.
It's
So
too
that's
much,
how we
man.
know we're close, man. Because
Hey,
the visions are speaking, man.
That's beautiful, man. He had to shut it off for a minute.
And it ain't no
It was too
faith.
much
That's
to
why
bear,
he
man.
said.
Ain't no
let the
faith
day-
when you
that's
know,
why he said,
man.
Let your days be shortened. For the elect's sake, those flesh should be saved.
Ain't no faith when you know.
Right,
Like,
man.
It ain't no. It's
Ain't
no
no
faith
faith in that.
required. Like in the movie Constantine.
I love it.
What he had said, he said, you know, I believe in the Most High. I believe in him.
Right.
And he said, and the angel Gabriel, who they had playing as a woman, which was going off,
Right.
she said, no, you know, and there's a difference.
Right.
There's a difference from knowing because you've actually seen, than having faith. The evidence of things hoped for. Come on, you got it.
Hebrews 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Now we see evidence of things not seen. You know, you have brothers that see chariots. You know, you may even have brothers on high levels of faith that can see spirits, apparitions, if you will. But all of that really goes back to having faith and hope in something that can't be seen. That's the true belief. That's where faith really comes from. That's why the Lord ain't giving us a sign. You know, Paul talked about that. The Jews require a sign, a confirmation. The Lord ain't giving no signs no more because he gave us a sign in the ancient world.
Wicked, something that he can have the sign.
What happened when he gave us them signs in the when he brought us across that sea, man? Jake went straight back to wickedness and he had a sign and proof.
Try to explain it away.
Your sign now is your faith, man.
Right.
You catching this hell and turning towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai and him pulling you out of that fire, man. That's what builds your faith up. That's how you see.
And that's a
Putting your
gift.
trust in it, you know?
And that's a gift. That's not something you can self-will yourself to have, man. You gotta, the Lord has to give that to you from the beginning, man. And it's gonna manifest in your actions.
Not a quick break. This is kind of going into faith and wisdom, which kind of all boils up in one lump. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and 21. It says, nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her, except Yahweh gave her me, and that was a point of wisdom also to know whose gift she was.
Right.
I prayed unto the Lord and besought him, and with my whole heart. Well, that's the point.
And that's why we thank Yahweh Shema Shah for what we've been given, man. Because we realize that where we are today is not of ourselves, man. It's of the calling of Yahweh Shema Shah that we in this position anyway. That we didn't will ourselves to it, man. Neither can we increase unto ourselves anything that the Lord didn't already ordain. So you're going to abound in your measure according to your measure. You know, but yet and still, whatever measure you've been given, that's a blessing. Because at the end of the day, we all get what? That same penny, man. You're not going to be thinking about how big somebody else's house is in the kingdom. You're going to be so happy to have salvation and righteousness reign on the earth that you're not going to care about those small things, man. Those are small things. Those are small mortal thoughts, man. The way somebody's carnal house looks, man, you got eternity. You got time. Time is on your side. What do you care about? How is money a stress to you, man? You're an Israelite in the kingdom of heaven. What worries do you really have, man? That's that same penny that brothers are striving for.
Precept. This is St. John chapter 20, verse 24. But Thomas, one of the 12, called, they say, Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord Yahushua. But he said unto them, except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days, again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, peace be unto you. Then said he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side. And be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my power. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen me, and yet have believed.
And that's where the blessing is at, man. And the Lord has to put that spirit upon you, man, for you to believe without the Lord confirming it with a sign, man.
Romans 9:16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh that showeth mercy.
And this is mercy, man. For brothers to suffer and to go through their afflictions, to labor, all of that is mercy. Because you can be living your best life, so to speak, out here, and the day of the Lord catch you by surprise, man. You could be another lamb led to the slaughter, man.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of power, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. So, amen. I'm going to read verse 30. Hebrews 10 and 30. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense him to the Lord Yahushua. And again the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. But call to remember the former days in which after you were illuminated, ye endure a great fight of afflictions.
And a big portion of that affliction is just the Lord taking away that old man, bro.
Right.
That's a big part of the affliction, because of what you've learned here. It's so contrary to the spirit that a lot of your afflictions fall into the Lord, unpacking all that baggage that you've had from a child on to now.
Gotta get it. I got you right here, brother. This is Job chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers. For we are but of yesterday, and know of nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Shall not they teach thee, and tell thee, and utter words of their heart?
And that's why the Lord, the Lord is taking you in through that furnace of affliction. The Lord is purging out all of those impurities that you've learned in Babylon, man. So when the great day of judgment, you'll be able to stand firm in your faith.
Right. I got you right here, brother. I'm going in, I'm on fire. This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
And is that perfect will of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. That destruction be fed unto the wicked, that the remnant be saved with a glorious salvation that tops the salvation of Egypt, that the Lord's chosen people will be put in rulership as joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, and to show the world how it's really supposed to be done. That's the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's his perfect will. And we spend our life in this lifetime molding our spirits to that will, man.
Say renewing right there. That's kainos, right? Refreshing. Right?
Yeah.
Refreshing your mind.
This is First Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into the marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of power, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
And getting your heritage back is mercy, man.
Mercy.
Especially after what you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans did to your heritage. To get it back is mercy, man.
I was just thinking, because we were talking about the renewing of your mind. You had me part of this before, like I said. It ain't for everybody. Renewing, refreshing. That's why he said, I'll bring this into remembrance, though you once knew this. It's a family thing, man, like we keep saying. You know?
I got a quick brief. This is Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
I mean, you gotta be bold in your confidence and your hope in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. You know, not like I deserve. Not, you know, it's supposed to be in that, Lord. This, you know, I'm coming to you. You know what I done. But you said that you're abundantly pardoned if I sincerely come back, and I'm trying.
And I'm putting on the elect like I'm supposed to be.
Right. And if you come, that's what he mean by boldly, not in a spirit of you deserve it, but in the spirit of hope in the Lord's mercy and understanding that the Lord is going to abundantly pardon.
You know, bold that you know this truth, man. Right. That you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna, you unmovable, man. We know what we know. Like, we know what we believe.
Right. That's why we humbly believe, Lord willing, that we up that number. We doing the work.
You gotta put on like an elect, man. You gotta believe one of those men.
Hey, look, if I dress like a janitor, walk into a building and start cleaning the floors, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna believe I'm the janitor,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody can tell me
because I'm dressed this way doesn't mean I'm
I gotta read something real quick. This is Jude chapter 1 verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not.
Salaki. This is a family thing, man. How can all nations come into this? They didn't take part of that, man. How you gonna put them in the remembrance when they ain't come out of Egypt, man? Man, everywhere you go, the scripture just cut that. This is for everybody. Read that over, Salaki.
Jude, Salaki, you wasn't with Israel shooting in the gym, man.
Con.
The Lord done put us through all of these obstacles, and we done been besieged. We done had to go through 70 AD. We done had to go through Assyrian captivity, Babylonian captivity, Greek occupation, Roman occupation, the slave trade, the conquistadors, and now we get to the end of the movie, and everybody can grab a ticket and come to the show, man. Like, nah, bro. The Lord is not the Lord is not unrighteous, man.
I was gonna say that would make him unjust, unrighteous. That's a joke. He's not a man that he should lie, man.
Right.
This whole book is about seed.
This whole book is about Yasharallah.
Yasharallah, man.
Esau and Jacob. That's what this whole book is about, to be honest with you. Right. It's about Esau and Jacob. That's what this book is about. Right. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Read again. I got to preach over that.
Jude 1 and 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not.
Right.
And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Right. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. They say, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, and both which I stir up your pure mind by the way of remembrance. And that was my point, man. It's about remembrance. The Lord giving his elect men, Lord willing, putting on the elect. So you thinking that it's very possible that you could be one of the elect, that make you strive, man. That keep your tunnel vision and nothing but full of truth, man. You don't see nothing else. What they say in 2nd Ezra, on one side is fire, on the other side is water, man. And it's a narrow path. And you can fall on either side, man.
And only one man can go at a time.
And
man.
only one man can go at a time, man.
Hey, keep thy eyes single, man.
Right.
Can't serve Yahweh and Mammon, man.
Right. Hey, man, we know we are those angels that were reserved in everlasting chains of darkness, man.
What's the everlasting chains of darkness?
These bodies, man.
Con. It's a flesh. Because
We
the
die,
spirit is willing,
we
but the
get old,
flesh is not.
we get sick.
Con.
The angels don't get sick. And we are angels, man.
The chains
But we
of
get
darkness.
sick,
This
man.
flesh, man, is weak, man. And the spirit is willing, but the flesh is not. It's a constant struggle. It's a constant battle. You know, you change it, man.
Brother, back hurt, knees buckling from these Edomites.
Your mind being plagued and shit.
Right.
You constantly worrying, doubting. You know?
Hey, that's what the Lord say.
thoughts popping up in your mind.
That's what the Lord say. What he said in Isaiah 62? Until the Lord make you a praise in the earth, give him no rest, man. Prayer, man. Praying is the number one thing, man. Praying to the Lord constantly. All I think about, I'm at work, I'm at home, I'm driving. All I can think about is Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh.
Hey, Colin, Salaki, I be doing I be all the time. I tell you all the time I be doing that, man. Little stuff, man.
I don't care what I'm doing, man. Eating.
I be like, man, strengthen us out of nowhere. Man, strengthen the brothers.
Lord,
man.
please,
Yeah. Destroy this place. Seal it.
He said, give him no rest, man.
All right, I got it. Hey,
He said our prayers is like he said our prayers is like a sweet savior.
Hey, no, what's that scripture? It said put him in the remembrance of he told him to remind him. We supposed to be reminding him of what his promises, man. I forget that scripture.
Read that.
Isaiah chapter
I
62.
can't remember how it goes.
Oh, all right. Verse 7. Yeah, it's verse 7. Then verse 1.
I don't remember. That's what I'm
Go ahead, read verse 1.
Verse 1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest,
They're talking about you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Go ahead.
until the righteousness thereof go forth as the brightness and the salvation.
And that's what we out here doing, man. The righteousness is going forth, man. Okay, through the brightness, man. Go ahead.
And the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth.
Right. And that's that light that's shining right here, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Keep reading or jump
No,
down.
you can jump down this verse.
Verse 7. And give them no rest till he be established, and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Oh, read verse 6.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
And that's what we out here doing, man. When you see brothers in the highways and byways, start with the apostles and elders of the great millstone, man. Okay? We out here, we watchmen, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Which shall neither hold their peace day or night.
Hey, and they say day, not night, man. We push this truth, man, every day of the week, man. Okay? Every day of the week. Whether it's on the unicorn or it's on the highways and byways, man. Go ahead.
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Who that make mention? You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. I'm talking about the elect, Lord's willing. Hey, and we putting on like the elect, man. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
And give him not rest till he be established, and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
The Lord say, don't give him no rest, man. When it come to praying, man. Calling the Lord, deliver us out of this wickedness, man. I'm tired of seeing these Edomites walk out here all prideful. I'm tired of looking at Jake, following these Edomites. They prideful, man. Our women is bugged out of their mind, man. Okay? They think they control men. Hey, the Lord say, give him no rest, man. You tired of eating these GMO food, this contaminated water, bathing in contaminated water, okay? Watching the wicked prosper, man.
I believe it's this one. Isaiah 43 and 25. I am him that blotted out thy transgressions for mine own sake, and will not remember thy sins.
So the Lord said he's showing his elect men mercy for his name, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 26. Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together.
Right.
Declare thou that thou mayest be justified.
He said, hey, he talking about the elect, man. Okay? This is about the brotherhood, man.
Isaiah 43 and 25.
This is about the brotherhood, man. That's why Hebrews 3 and 13 say, exhort one another while it's called today, man. Hey, cause when Jacob trouble break loose, every brother might be on his own, man. Okay? You're gonna be on your own, man. It's very possible you're gonna be on your own. But the Lord said, what in Philippians 2 and 12, man? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. There ain't gonna be no pack of brothers running together and take up trouble unless it's gonna be these wicked ass 2/3 niggas running around with their gun looking for food. But the elect might be on their own, man. Each elect man gonna be on his own, man. Get Jeremiah 6 and 16. You wicked Jakes, man. Hey, the same must know after death by pain, man. Hey, you don't want to get it now, guess what? Hey, you're gonna be forced to get it, man. By death. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see.
And we out here doing that right now, man. Go ahead.
And ask for the old paths.
Right, and that's what we've been searching for. We're searching for the path of our forefathers, man. Our righteous forefathers. Go ahead.
Where is the good way?
Right.
And walk therein,
Right.
and you shall find rest for your soul.
And that's what this truth do. You find rest for your soul when you seek the Heavenly Father, man. When you seek the Heavenly Father, His truth, you will find rest, man. Hebrews 2 and 11. Go ahead.
But they said, we will not walk therein.
Right, and that's the 2/3 that come by like, you know, y'all put it out of y'all mind. Y'all out here dressing. Y'all out here screaming to the top of y'all lungs. Like Isaiah 58 say do. They cry loud, spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. But they saying we like fools out here in these dresses with Bibles, man. Okay, go ahead.
Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
And that's what we out here doing. Lifting up our voice like a trumpet, man. Telling you so-called Negro, Latino, and they're American, hey, club night gonna be shut down soon, man. Ain't gonna be no clubs, man. Okay? Ain't gonna be no, like my brother always say, ain't be no Starbucks and cold coffees, man. Lattes, man. Hey, you gonna be out here looking, you gonna be eating out the garbage can, man. Go ahead.
But they said, we will not hearken. Therefore, you want me to keep going?
Go ahead.
Therefore, hear ye nations and know, O congregation.
Yeah, that's why I had to bring it out. I want you to go, hell yeah, go ahead, brother.
What is among them?
What's among you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? What's among them all?
Hear, O earth,
Right.
behold, I will bring evil upon this people.
Hold on. This is the words of the Lord. But Christianity teaches that the Lord is all love, though, right? He's all love. This can't be. Is this the Lord talking?
Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people,
Oh man, go ahead.
even the fruit of their thoughts.
Even the fruit. Hey, what's their thought? Now we gonna get this club, man. Okay, we finna go get this bag. What's that new sale? I'm gonna go take this bag. I'm gonna go out here and get me a couple of these bottles out here. Hey, all I gotta do is get a couple of these chicken heads drunk and just pop it off, man. Hey, the evil your thoughts, man. Hey, I'm finna go out here. I'm finna go hit my homeboy girlfriend. She told me to meet her at the club this weekend, right? And she told me take her to improv and I can get that, right? I'm finna go pop these mollies with this lean, right? Get on this good kush. Hey, he said the evil of your thoughts. Read that again. I'm finna go eat me a pork chop. I'm finna eat a rib sandwich. Right? I'm finna go hit a Red Lobster, man. Give me some shrimp. Go ahead.
Behold, I will bring evil upon this people,
Right?
even the fruit of their thoughts,
Even the fruit of your thoughts is wicked. Go ahead.
because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
They have rejected the Heavenly Father and Son, man. They're rejecting the way to salvation, man. Go ahead.
To what purpose cometh there to me with incense from Sheba?
Right. And that's worshiping all these idol worshiping, man. What it's talking about.
And the sweet came from the fairy country,
Right.
from the far country.
That's the wickedness that you do. Because what the Lord say, Mark chapter 7 say, you set aside the commandments of the Lord to keep your own traditions, man. So that's what's going on right here. That was the point.
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 9.
Right.
Then shall they be in pitiful case,
Right.
which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment.
And this is going on now, man. You chase out here abusing the ways of the Lord, man. Okay, because what y'all say? Oh, well, what Amos 9 and 10 say? Oh, sure the Lord would not do evil. Right, but at the end it say, surely the Lord will not bring evil upon us.
Right.
But what the Lord just said in Jeremiah, I will bring evil upon these people, man.
The stumbling block.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
And we have to constantly go into this because all you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans have received plenty benefits of this world. And you got, as the brother brought out last week, the benefit of the Lord giving you prayer, and you still ain't trying to seek the Lord. Go ahead. All type of benefits, man.
And they that have loathed my law,
Mean despised or hated. Go ahead.
while they had yet liberty, and when as yet a place of repentance was open unto them.
So the Lord is giving you time. He said while you yet had liberty, He's giving you what is called a grace period, man.
None.
Go ahead.
Understood not.
Understood nothing. You wicked Israelites. Hey, 1 Maccabees 1:11. That went out of Israel. Wicked Israelites, man. Go ahead.
But despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
Hey, the Lord said He's gonna bring evil upon you people, man. You gotta die, man. And guess what? We don't care, man.
He said you got a grievous death too, not
Grievous.
just not dying
fact.
peacefully in your sleep.
Jeremiah
a grievous
16.
death.
Jeremiah 16:4. If you want to read it, they shall die of grievous deaths.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
Right.
They are Sodom's children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil,
Right.
but to do good they have no knowledge.
The Lord said you are wise to do evil, man. You gotta be the wickedest people on the planet to be wise in doing evil, man. But to do good, you stupid. No sin, no knowledge, man.
Like you said, it's a sport.
Right, it's a sport, right. It's a sport, man. Go ahead, you got one.
I got
Jeremiah 16:3.
Right.
For thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place,
That's born well. And here in North America, man, go ahead.
and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land.
Right.
They
In
shall-
this land. It ain't say all land. It say in this land. What land? Babylon the Great, man. Go ahead.
They shall die of grievous death.
Hey, hold on. That's the Lord talking? The Lord say they shall die grievous deaths, man. Y'all people think this is a effing game, man. I'm trying to, boy, y'all think it's a game, boy. Hey, when you see Jake standing out here stiffly, and the winds, and them winds gonna be blowing, and destruction gonna be happening, and y'all gonna be like, what the hell going on with them brothers? They ain't even moving. Why the hell we catching hell but them brothers ain't? Because right now we putting on the armor of the Heavenly Father, man. That's why.
They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented,
Yeah, Amos 7:17.
neither shall they be buried.
Hey, the Lord said your body's just gonna be laying out, man. Okay? Just gonna be laying out. How you see concrete on the ground, the asphalt? Your body is gonna be laid out, man. Go ahead.
But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth,
The Lord said you're gonna be like crap, man. Go ahead.
and they shall be consumed by the sword
Right,
and by famine,
right,
and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven
right.
and for the beasts of the earth. It says, for thus saith the Lord, enter not into the house of mourning,
Right.
neither go to lament, nor bemoan for them.
Right.
For I have taken away my peace from this people.
Hey, the Lord say he has taken away his peace from you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans. Because he don't care about the other heathen nations. He does not care, man. The Lord said in Romans 11:26, that all Israel shall be saved, but on this side, 2/3 gotta be destroyed, man. The Lord said he's taking away his peace, man. So you have no hedge around you, man. But the elect do. Go ahead.
For I have taken away my peace from this people, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Right,
Even loving kindness and mercy,
right.
both the great and the small shall die in this land.
Hey, and that's all you proud Jakes, man. All you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, all you Hebrew Israelites, you 2/3, the Lord got something for you, man. Okay? And it ain't no love neither.
I say this, that great and that small goes into from your average J to Jay-Z.
Done.
Great or small, you all gonna have to taste of that wrath of the wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shah, because you're not hearkening unto the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah now. It's very simple.
That includes you too, Nick Cannon, and
Right.
Kendrick Lamar.
Right,
You all think they're Israelites.
right.
Way that see what that blood,
Kodak Black,
Yeah.
Waka Flocka,
J. Cole.
yeah. Chingy. Chingy said he a Hebrew Israelite. You know he a Hebrew Israelite. Yeah.
They're pretty much in on that.
Jeremiah 11:14 for me.
It's in Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 14.
Right.
Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
The Lord say, what? Don't even pray for you devils, man. Don't even pray for, the Lord say, don't even pray for my people. Don't pray for them. I hear people telling me, I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to pray for you. No, don't pray for them, man. The Lord say, don't pray for these people, man. Go ahead.
Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
Right, that's the point. The Lord say, don't pray for them. Hey, when you see them get killed in the street or when they getting raped, don't cry for them, man. Because guess what? Who did it? The Lord did it. Isaiah 45:7, the Lord say he create peace and make evil. Okay?
I kill, I make alive.
He alone do all these things, man. 1 Samuel 2:6, he killed and make alive. Deuteronomy 32:39, I am he, there is no God beside me. I wound and I heal, man. So the Lord said, when you see your cousin or your auntie or your sister or your brother or your mama fall by destruction, don't cry for him, man. Because he said he would not hear the prayer. Go ahead, Doc.
Read that over.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore, pray not for this people,
Right.
neither lift up a cry or prayer for them. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
This is the Lord talking. The Lord said he will not hear your cry, man. You don't want to change now? You don't want to hear what you got to say later, man.
Peace, black man.
What's going on, bro? Shalom, shalom. That was the point on that, though?
All right.
Bring out that Amos 7:17.
It's Amos chapter 7, verse 17.
Right?
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city.
Thus saith the who?
Thus saith the Lord,
Okay.
thy wife shall be a harlot in the city,
Right?
and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
That was the point. The Lord say, your wife shall be a harlot in the city, and your sons and daughters shall die by the sword, man. The modern day sword, these guns. Because our people don't want to change from being wicked, man. Okay? The Lord say the mighty men shall fall in the wars, man. You got Jake going to the war. These so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans want to go fight for Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and they ain't coming back home, man. If they is coming back home, something wrong with them. They both die. The Lord said, pray not for these people, for their wickedness. But they don't want to change, man. Hey, get Jeremiah 15.
And if I can say this, your wife being a harlot in the streets is you Negro, Latino, and Native American women being over-sexualized, man.
Right.
You become a harlot to the rest of these nations, man.
Right.
That's how they look at you. That's why they promote the Nicki Minaj
All right, Shalom,
and the Cardi B's, man.
Right.
Because they promote you Negro, Latino, and Native American women being harlots, man.
Yeah, man.
He was ready to put us to death.
Huh?
He was ready to put us to death.
Who?
Dude, where you see his face when he walked down? You see?
Hey,
Oh, he got hurt?
When you quote the scriptures, boy, when you bring out shit about the harlots and sons and daughters and shit,
I was thinking he probably
yeah, he probably talking about him. You know how niggas is. Niggas so stupid. But he didn't talk about me. No, you might say, go get your gun, nigga. Come back. Jeremiah 15. 1, start at 1.
Jeremiah chapter 15. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me,
Right.
yet my mind could not be toward this people.
This is the Lord talking, man. Go ahead.
Cast them out of my sight.
Hey, that's cold, man. The Lord say, move these devils out of my face, man. You are your father, the devil, man. He was talking to Jakes, man. Go ahead.
And let them go forth.
Right.
And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go?
Hold on. Now, what the scripture say in Ecclesiastes? There's nothing new under the sun, man. That which was shall be again. Go ahead.
Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them,
Right.
thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
What we out here to do? Thus saith the Lord. Go ahead.
Such as are for death, to death,
And they gonna die. On top, bodies on top of bodies. Go
and
ahead.
such as are for the sword,
Right.
to
Hey,
the sword.
hey, that's why Jake getting killed, these Trayvon Martins and Mike Browns and Eric Garners and so forth, and millions on. Death by who? By the sword from Esau Edom. And from your own brother, man. Go ahead.
And such as are for the famine, to the famine,
These are things that are coming, man. Famine, the sword, pestilence. Go ahead.
and such as are for the captivity, to the captivity.
And that's the concentration camps, man. Martial law finna kick off. What's
Saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear,
right?
and the fowls of the heavens,
That be spiritual fit.
and the beasts of the earth, to devour and destroy.
And read that one more time, the last part.
To devour and destroy.
Dog tell flesh.
Oh, okay. So we go from the top of 3?
Yeah.
It says, and I will appoint over them
Right.
4 kinds,
Right.
saith the Lord, the sword to
Right.
slay, and the dogs to tear,
Wild beasts, animals.
and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth,
Right.
to devour and destroy.
Hey, this how cold the Lord is, man. The Lord used how many bears to kill 2 bears? Right. What was it, 2 bears for 42 children?
I think it was two bears.
Right. 2 bears for 42 children. So that's how cold the Lord is, man. Okay? The Lord even killed one of his prophets with a lion, man. So if you think this is a game, you better go read some history, man. You got it? Read that.
This is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28.
Now this is the precept of what the brother just read in Jeremiah 15. Go ahead.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Now the Lord, this is the words of the Lord, man. The Lord got spirits created for vengeance. He tell you that in Psalm 104 that his angels are spirits of menacing flames of fire, man. Menacing flames of, go ahead.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance,
Right.
which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right.
Fire and hail and famine and death, and all these are created for vengeance.
For vengeance, man.
T-
For who? 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and all heathen nations, man. Go ahead.
Teeth of wild beasts,
Right.
and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Hey, this how you know the Apocrypha and the scriptures go hand in hand, man. Okay, this is Psalms 104 verse 4. Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire, man. This is the Lord. So how can the Lord be our Lord if he's about vengeance? If he's about recompense? If he's about judgment, man? Indignation, which is righteous anger.
2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 13.
Right.
And therefore be thou not curious
Right.
how the ungodly shall be punished and when.
I was just gonna go into that, like, we don't care about you 2/3, man. We trying to get salvation. So we want about the elect, the brotherhood, man, the occupant. Go ahead.
But inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Right. And who was it created for? They tell you that in Ezra, okay? And they tell you that all over the Bible, man. This world is created for the Israelites, man. Okay? On this side, the elect and the kingdom, all 12 tribes as a whole, man. Right now, it's just a piece of the pie. Okay? The elect. Got that. 1 Peter 4:17.
1 Peter 4 and 17.
Matter of fact, start up at like 13.
1 Peter 4 and 13.
Right.
But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Hold on, read that again, brother.
1 Peter 4 and 13.
Right.
But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of your Hamashiach's suffering.
Oh, he said rejoice in the suffering, man. Do you hear what that's? Do you understand what did that mean? Rejoice in the suffering.
Man.
Who gonna tell you some shit like that today? Be glad that you catch your hell. Who gonna tell you that? Nobody wanna hear that. Go ahead, bro.
Look, that's the complete opposite of the Christian doctrine.
And complete opposite, bro.
Preaching prosperity. That ain't what your How about Shimmy How Shai said.
Read that again, huh?
But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering.
Right.
That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Hey, that's why he said, look up, because your redemption draws nigh, man. Go ahead.
Hey, Slock, that's why he said, don't be mad, they hated me.
Right. Tell him.
They hated me, which they really hate the Father,
Right,
you know,
right.
which is before they hated
Right.
you, you know?
Right.
Rejoice, be partakers, you know?
Right.
Like I did a bit, it's an honor to drink of that cup, man.
Right. Come. Right.
If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach,
He said we be reproached, man. Okay? They hate us, man, for calling on Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man. They hate us because we ain't calling on Yahweh or Jehovah or Yahshua or Yeshua. Okay? Because they don't want to hear the true names of the Lord, man. They want to hear what their slave master then instilled in them, man. Go ahead.
It's like it said the name of the Lord is dreadful to the heathen.
Right, it's dreadful among the heathen.
2/3 are heathens, man.
Right, man, right. Go ahead.
if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye.
Happy are we, and we are happy with this truth, man, because the Lord have shed light on us, man. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of our times, man. Not your money, gold, or Bitcoin.
I thought the name didn't matter. I thought the name wasn't.
Hey, well, Psalm 124 and 8 say, our help is in the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. Go ahead.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run it into.
Right, the righteous run into it, right. Go ahead.
For the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you.
Right.
On their
That's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. We understand, according to the scriptures, the things that pertain to salvation, man, which is 100% true, man. Go ahead.
on their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part,
Oh, he said on their part. Who their part? The wicked, man. The 2/3 of Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and these heathen nations. You Edomites, man. Okay, read that line one more time, brother.
on their part,
On their part, okay, the outsiders, man. Because everybody outside the elect is outsiders, man. Go ahead.
he is evil spoken of,
He even spoken of on y'all part. But what?
but on your part,
On our part, the elect, Lord's willing. Go ahead.
he is glorified.
He is glorified, man. That's why we out here, man. That's why we going to Unicorn every day and put up videos, man. Go ahead.
But let none of you suffer as a murderer.
A murderer.
Oh, a murderer. I thought that.
No, they got that KJ, that 1611.
Yeah.
The word is written funny.
Yeah.
Or as a thief.
As a thief. Hold on. Read again. He said, let you not suffer as a murderer. Go ahead.
Or as a thief.
Or as a thief.
Or as an evildoer.
Or as an evildoer.
Or as a busybody.
Or a busybody.
In other men's matter.
In other men's matter. But what?
But, yet, if any man suffer as a Christian,
right? Which is that word wasn't there. It's Hamashiachim, right? A follower of the Messiah. The Messiah is the anointed. So the anointed ones, the Hamashiachim, go ahead. These damn devils, go ahead.
let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh on his behalf.
And that's what we do. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. All day, every day, 24/7, man.
Hold up. So what the hell are Christians talking about? Their apologetics. We ain't ashamed of nothing.
Right.
How they apologize? I thought they Christians.
Because they the devil.
Read that over, huh? Read it verbatim, Christian.
Yeah, that taste bad coming out my mouth.
They talking about their apologetics. What are you apologizing for? We ain't apologizing for nothing in these scriptures, man.
1 Peter 4:16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed.
Oh,
what you ashamed of, vocab? What you ashamed of?
Jane White the Edomite, William Bell, all you devils, man. Go ahead.
But let him glorify Yahweh on his behalf.
Right.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us,
you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, go ahead.
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
So if 2/3 can't get the kingdom, how the hell can Edomites get the kingdom? If 2/3 can't get the kingdom, how the hell Moabites and Ammonites get the kingdom? It don't make no sense, man. Go ahead.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved,
the Lord say the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. Go ahead.
Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Nowhere. Death.
Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful creator.
And how do you do that? Let's get Hebrews 4:11 now. This is Hebrews. Read that one more time.
Which verse?
Last one. This is
1 Peter 4:19. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh Shai.
We suffering now, pushing this truth.
Yahweh.
Right? Going through our daily tribulations. Go ahead.
Commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful creature, creator.
Right. This is how we keep the faithful soul of his doing. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 4:11.
Right.
Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest.
Right.
Lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
So he said, let us labor to fall into that rest, man. Okay? Hey, get our Matthew 11:28. So we're laboring, man. Okay? For the Heavenly Father, man. We're laboring for our big brother who came down here and sacrificed himself for his elect, man.
He labored for us.
He labored for us, so we must return the favor, man. Okay, 100-fold, man. Some 60, some 100-fold, man. Go ahead.
Matthew 11:28.
Right.
Come unto me.
Who?
Come unto me.
This is Yahweh Shah speaking, who you dummies called Jesus. Go ahead.
All ye that labor and are heavy laden,
right?
And I will give you rest.
Oh, the Lord said, "He gonna give you what?"
And I will give you rest.
All right.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
And this ain't the yoke that Esau Edom put on your ass. Okay? This ain't deceiving you with philosophies and religion. Okay? This is the wisdom, not understanding. This is that yoke of truth. Go ahead.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
And learn of who?
And learn of me.
Psalm 40:7 say, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. Hebrews 10:7 say the exact same thing, man. So it's in the Old New Testament. I come in the volume on the book. It is written of me. Go ahead.
For I am meek and lowly in heart.
Oh, not Yahweh Shah say he meek and lowly.
I am meek and lowly in heart.
He say rich and proud.
I am meek and lowly in heart.
All right. Go ahead.
And ye shall find rest unto your soul.
Okay, that's the rest, man. Go ahead.
For my yoke is easy.
What?
For my yoke is easy.
Beautiful.
And my burden is light.
Hey, man, this is a light thing to do this work, man. Jake come up here a couple months ago talking about he can't do what we do because his boss man will catch him out here. Hey, this is a light thing, man. The Lord came and, do you know he felt every inch of them nails? Okay? The thorns that was put on his head, the beatings, okay, to getting beat with scourges. He felt all that, man. So shouldn't all we suffer the same thing, man? And it's minor, man, pushing the truth. This basically us pushing this truth is Yahweh Shah going through the crucifixion, man. This is a life thing for us to do, man. We supposed to do this. You should want to do this. And this ain't just to get in the kingdom, man, to live good. This is for a crown, man, to get crowned. If you don't want your crown, I want mine. I don't want to be in the kingdom just, oh yeah, it's good. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah made it. No, man. I want to judge the nations, man. I want to be part of the earth being ruled in righteousness, man. Everything done in decent and in order.
If I can say this right, it's what he said, his burden is easy and it's light, right?
Right.
How is it easy? Because he sucks with you. And then he tells you, give no thought. He's going to put the words in your mouth. Right. So, and then also it's light because he doesn't tempt you more than you can handle.
Right.
So,
First Corinthians 13,
no excuse, man.
He's going to let you battle no more than you can handle.
Exactly.
Right. And then James 1 and 2 say, let patience have a perfect work, man. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 9.
Right.
For we are laborers together with Yahweh.
Right.
Ye are Yahweh's husbandry.
Right.
Ye are Yahweh's building.
Right.
Husbandry goes into working, laboring.
Workman, right.
According to the grace of Yahweh which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon.
Right. And that's what we're doing, man. We coming in the works of other men that was before us, man. Other messengers. Okay? I can say apostles, I can say prophets, but I'm telling you, we are coming in other messengers. Because we are just messengers of the Lord, man. Go ahead.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
Right. Because Yahweh Shah the chief cornerstone. Okay? And he said we are his what? His builders, man. Each one of the elect men makes up a spiritual brick. They tell you in Peter that we are lively stones, man. Okay? Being builded, the building fitly framed together, man, with the chief cornerstone, which is Yahweh Shah.
This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. I'm going to start at 15.
Right.
For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, abound to the glory of Yahweh.
Right.
For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Hey, we faint not, man. Okay? We ain't gonna stop, man. Hey, what Isaiah 13 and 1 say, hey, let them go to the gates of the nobles, man. We out here. And we gonna keep pushing, man. Because what? The Lord have given us the mercy to put off the old man and put on the elect, man. Go ahead, read it again.
Verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Day by day, man.
For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
The Lord say, but for a moment, man. Just for a moment, man. But for a moment, man. Go ahead.
While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal,
Yeah, it is. It's Shaq.
but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Don't look like it.
That's Shaq.
I ain't gonna get tall. That was that. That was that.
Yeah, that's Shaq.
See how they flock to Farley though, man.
They look like walking in them damn shacks.
That's that. That's that. That's all about to stop. I ain't want to
He
say
got his own
I ain't want to
shoes
say
on.
that, but he had.
He do. He got the bitches on.
Yeah, that was Shaq.
And he saw us over
Look
here
over
Oh
too.
yeah, that's his entourage with him too. That's his entourage.
No, that's Shaq. He looked at him.
Yeah, they all with him.
He saw us.
Yeah, he looked at him.
He saw us. Yeah. But they know. They already know, man. But hey, we gonna look. We, you know, Lord willing, man, we all have that number, man. Hey, he ain't gonna have that same look in the kingdom. It's gonna be a little bit different.
You broke it down, not great and small. That's great. He's a big, great Negro.
Right.
Hey, like they talking all that trash. I don't see him with that big chain on. Come down here and get robbed.
The big Aristotle just got parked.
Yeah, it's over.
Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give our praise. So with that, we're gonna give our praise to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rukakudash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and the sincere salutation to all the authors pushing this truth and believing this truth. With the four winds of the earth, we're going to hope to elect. Shalom to the Aqua who are listening and learning. Shalom.
Gotta say the mantra.
Shalom.
Right. We almost out of here, man.
That's right.